know something, brother? It is a sad day in the world of professional wrestling, but a day that we will, look back on and reminisce. It is Mr. Young.
That is for in the building, bro.
Let's go. All right. I don't mean, of course, to start the podcast off on a somber note, but it is what it is, right? A legendary, iconic figure in the pro wrestling sphere, universe, whatever you want to call it, has left us. And despite his problematic issues, and we will talk about a little bit of it. No man is perfect. No person is perfect, right? I will dare say that without Hulk Hogan, there wouldn't be the WWE or pro wrestling that we know of right now in 2025. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure, man. And you see the title on today's podcast is The Legacy of Hulk Hogan. We will be very, very balanced, I would say, right?
Yeah.
We will talk about the good things. We also will be talking about the not so good things. Because at the end of the day, Hulk Hogan, the character, larger than life,
Yes.
Inspired generations of wrestling fans, right? And changed the business, essentially, right?
Not just wrestling fans, but wrestlers as well, right?
Yes, correct. So the impact is indelible, right?
Yes.
But the man himself, right? In especially the last 15 years, bro. We gotta talk about that as well. So it's almost like it's not really an obituary. What happens when when somebody passes away and then somebody writes like a account of their life. I think we try to we can share our own memories as well, I would say. Sure. But it's gonna be really, really well rounded, holistic look at his career, bro.
Absolutely. And of course, several things to mention as well later on the podcast. We will be talking about and reviewing Grapplemax's Pro Wrestling Festival 2. We were there. We had so much fun. Some of the big turns and big shocking moments. You might have seen it on our social media already. We'll dive into that a little bit later on as well. But before we do anything, bruh, we gotta address the proverbial elephant in the room.
Oh, really, bro? What? I wonder what's different about today's podcast, Mr. Young.
Okay, everybody in chat, can y'all stare at foreign? Can y'all look at the foreign side of the screen right now and look at how crisp, how cinematic foreign. Bro, we have entered the cinema era of Kick to the Gut.
It's peak cinema, guys. Okay, first of all, I gotta thank everybody. You know why? It's all your years of donations to the Patreon.
Yes.
All your financial support that you has given me, not just the sponsors, every single one of you patrons, everyone here that you see on the ticker that has been helping to donate. We have been quietly, saving, and finally, boom, foreign has finally put my money where my mouth is, and also the finances of the people that supported us to finally buy a camera, bro, after 8 years, bro.
I love that people are just anyhow hammering guesses as to what is going on. Oh, he's not wearing a singlet today. Is it face lotion? You slim down, bro, the disrespect is real right now from chat. What's wrong with you all, chat?
Guys, you all think so much, bro. I just bought a better camera, that's all, bro.
Actually, you look like you have slimmed down. Maybe the camera was did you have like some fish eye on your old camera?
You see, is it because too much of my face, is it? Then like zoom in?
Yeah. And then now it's like a little bit zoomed out, and you see what they call the depth of field effect, like at the back blur like that. Wow, bro, you look like cinema.
Bro, you know what's the problem, bro? Because of the old Razer Kyo, no longer supporting Razer. I look like a Modok, bro. Just all face, no body. That's why. That's what happened, bro.
And now foreign is all body and some face.
In the spirit of trying to low-key get random endorsements, shout out to Canon. Canon PowerShot V1 for giving us the better quality today especially on my side of the podcast. Mr. Young, you've always been the standard bearer, bro.
Thank you.
It took me 8 years to finally catch up to you on the tech level.
But bro, I don't know how you set up the depth of field effect like very shock only. I need to get on that as well.
Bro, it's just portrait mode on Zoom. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it? Oh shit! It's time for me to go portrait mode on Zoom. Okay,
man.
And as you know, a lot of you know, I'm moving house very soon, right? Very soon, I too shall change my environment. So, akan datang. Wait for that one.
So we all take turns changing our environment from this time to last year. No more shelves, no more lotion.
Yeah.
Pure depth of field. You just enjoy my face. That's all you need to know.
Right. And then, bro, I have some plans for my new studio. Okay, can I share some right now?
Sure,
I have
for
an
sure, bro.
idea. Okay, this is a Kick to the Gut exclusive. Those of you who come to my Twitch stream as well, I won't even talk about it on my Twitch stream, okay? This is exclusive to Kick to the Gut. You know, oh, hey, The Shadow, what's up? Look at
Yeah.
the
Gotta give a shout out.
representation right there by foreign. But
Yeah, man. Okay, continue.
I'm going to get this one inspired by Nashwan, because Nashwan, he feeds my bad habits, you know. He sent me
Aiyo.
DMs, you know. Hey, bro, cool, look, check out this projector, check this out, check that out. I'm like, hey, stop it. Are you trying to break my wallet? Is it? So anyway, the idea is because I'm going to have a new blank white wall, a blank canvas, as it were, right? This is my idea, bro. Projector on the wall.
Ooh.
Every stream I do, different background. How about it? How
I
about
love
it, bro?
Okay.
So in November, when we do Kick to the Gut, at the back, lagi one ring.
I see. Okay.
Oh, then I placed the Marvel Snap at the back. Got Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I'm happy that it leaned on the conservative side. I was just thinking non-PGT. I do not know why.
What?
You just have random
What?
random background that is not good for YouTube. I was just thinking that for some reason. I don't know why.
Why? Seems foreigner. Are you projecting?
Hey.
Projecting. Get. Look, because like, okay, in our entire history on Kick to the Gut, when have I ever been sus? Chat. When has Mr. Young ever been sus?
Every time you mention Lyra Valkyria, sus.
Okay, a little
Every
bit.
time we talk about Alexa Bliss, sus.
Yeah, okay, fine. Hey, idea, okay. Alexa Bliss matches only on my background. Matches.
Okay, Mr. Young. Okay. Hey, this is supposed to be a tribute show to Hulk Hogan. Why are we talking about Alexa Bliss?
Hey, I mean, they were all wrestlers who grew up on the rock and wrestling era also.
Wait. There was a link. You know what's the link?
What's the link?
WrestleMania 35.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa Bliss, the host of WrestleMania, get to do a pose down with the Hulkster.
There we go. Everything connects like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, my friend.
I see. Okay.
The Kick to the Gut Cinematic Universe. Let's go. Okay, let's say hi to everybody in chat, by the way. I want to say hi to HS Lee, Alfred, Edison, Irvin. Once again, Sarah is there. The Shadow, what's up? Faiz. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, man. I know all of you guys are waiting for the main event, which is Grapplemax Pro Wrestling Festival review.
Yes.
But we got to address, some heartbreaking news. Actually, not really heartbreaking, lah. It's
Well, of course it is. It is for the family. It is for wrestling in general. But before we do anything, I know we sidetracked a little bit just now, but we also have to bring up our good friend, our finance bro, fitness bro, F&B, entrepreneurship bro, the broest of all bros, Hasif. Hey, this is my favorite moment of every weekend. I get to stalk his Insta stories. Let's do it together.
Okay, let's
Look
go.
at how. What is? Oh, he's doing the Katoshka stuff this weekend, right?
Yes. So if you guys are out and about, actually at Suntec area, Twilight Fest is happening. Actually, today is the last day.
Oh,
So if you're here listening to the podcast, most probably you're not there. So too bad. So it's all good. So I think he has a booth, and probably he says limited slots only. So once the russet fries are done and finished, there ain't any more, bro. So
right. So if for some reason you are watching out, limited supplies might sell out by 7 p.m. Okay, it's 8:30, 8:13 already. Maybe no more. Who knows, right?
We're a bit late.
But if you are there right now, if you're on the way there, go. Wait, it says we are running out in about 15 minutes, and it's 5:45 timestamp. Alamak, you see, you talk about entrepreneur, bro. He's done for the day already.
Bro, he's out hustling while he's sponsoring, man. Gotta give him some respect, bro. That's all
That's
good.
why. Look at him, huh? Hasif, go and drop him a follow. We always show him love because he shows us love. He shows the wrestling community love as well. I mean, go send him a DM if you have any questions, anything you want to pick his brain about in terms of finance, fitness, F&B, and entrepreneurship.
Yeah, man. And of course, don't forget, if you don't follow him, drop him a message at least. Find out what he does. You never know. He might help you with your financial planning. Let's go.
Hasif_captures. Drop our bro a follow. Look at that face. A face card that never declines.
Are you glazing him again?
Sponsor what?
Okay lah. So if I sponsor the podcast, then you glaze me lah. Finally,
Bro.
Take me.
Bro, we are bros. I will glaze you all day long with no money attached. How about that?
Got you.
All of a sudden, playing in the background, you look so good to me. Billy and Chuck.
So you consider us Billy and Chuck? No.
No. We would be Rico and okay, never mind, forget it. We should be 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning.
Who's Umaga? Who is Rosie, bro?
Whatever lah. Oh wait, hang on. is this the first sighting of the
What?
Red Bull tonight?
Oh my god. It's going to be a long night, bro. It's going to be a long night.
We have our first sighting of the Red Bull. Everybody in chat, W Red Bull, please. Because we know when the Red Bull comes out, it's no holds barred.
No, come on. We are talking about Hulk Hogan here. I'm here to show my respects. I'm here to call him out. I mean, you can't call him out. He's already passed away. What am I talking about?
Well, I mean, you know, he's not averse to a little libation once in a while, Mr. Real American Beer himself.
Oh, I sure. I thought.
No, wait, what did you think? He was selling beer.
No, you said. I said I'm not gonna call him out, and then he said he's not opposed to answering your call. I said, how is he gonna answer the call out, bro? What are you talking about?
Bro, I have something in my head that I wanted to say, but with respect, I will not say.
No. Too soon.
Too soon.
Tony Hinchcliffe roasting right now. Okay.
No, that one. Wow, horrible. Okay, so anyway, yes. Hey, is that why they pulled Tony Hinchcliffe from the SummerSlam show? Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys know lah. But for context, this SummerSlam they were going to do like a stand-up comedy special. Not a broadcast special, just their own little like club special with Tony Hinchcliffe, the comedian. Yeah. He did it for WrestleMania, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, correct.
They cancelled the SummerSlam one for some reason.
Yes, and I feel it's because it's too close or too soon with whatever happened. And also, I don't know whether it will have been well received. Like, can you imagine all the very, very bad Hulk Hogan jokes that will come out from that night?
True.
You know what I mean? It could be a case of PR lah, bro.
Yeah, I wonder. Okay, so somebody in chat who is more well-read in terms of the dirt sheets, let us know if they cancelled it before or after the Hulk Hogan news, because it could be completely unrelated and we might be conflating the two. Just because anyhow.
But one news that I am happy that apparently happened is that WWE is no longer working with. You know what you're talking about?
Yeah, Fiend. Okay, so it's funny that you say that, and this news came out, right? Because have you watched this Netflix special called Trainwreck?
Trainwreck?
Yes.
Not John Cena's Trainwreck, right?
No, huh?
John Cena movie, Trainwreck, remember?
Really? There was a movie called Trainwreck?
Mr. Young, you do not know?
I don't know, bro.
The one with Amy... Shit, I forgot what's the name. Where he's the one that he made a joke about Mark Wahlberg. John Cena looks like Mark Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know already.
His Judd Apatow comedy, yeah.
Yes, it was like, wow, bro, Trainwreck was 10 years ago.
Fuck.
True. I love how you wanted to drop an F-bomb, but it wasn't an angry one, so you made it a question at the end. Okay. The emotional detours that we took on that one.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So what is Trainwreck about? Another Trainwreck?
No, Trainwreck, I believe it's a series of like events that completely went haywire.
Oh.
So there's an episode of Trainwreck called Astral World. Did you hear about the Astral World disaster?
I know, people died, right?
10 people lost their lives in this Astral World, and the headline act, the one who put this whole thing together, was Travis Scott. Funnily enough, when this thing got released, that day I was watching that documentary special.
Oh.
And after I watched the documentary special, I'm like, wow, I never liked Travis Scott to begin with. I like him even less now. And then this WWE news came out. I was like, wow, okay, the whole universe, like, telling me something.
Yeah. Apparently he's like damn half-fucked, with his commitments. He do sting halfway and then he like get sidetracked. Typical artist vibes lah. Like, I'm not feeling it today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the only thing that I'm angry about, which of course is being communicated by the rest of the IWC, is that you just put him in the main event of this year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He was also there for Cena's heel turn.
Yep.
Like, why you waste that spot on him?
Yeah, it could have been literally anybody else, a young wrestler. I don't know, one of these other celebrities that really,
Fuck it.
can commit the time.
Put Logan Paul there, bro.
Oh, exactly.
Right?
Like, at least you've seen that Logan Paul is committed to the bit, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just glad that we're gonna move on from this freaking Travis Scott.
Did you see Drew McIntyre on the Logan Paul podcast? He essentially called him out. He said F that guy or something like that.
Yeah, correct. So I think WWE and TKO has given people permission to just fuck him up.
Yeah.
And I think maybe because it was a Ari Emanuel move.
Yeah.
Like apparently he knows Travis directly. So I think people can't do much because it was him pulling strings. But now probably he also realized, okay, you know what? let's not deal with this guy. So yeah.
Bro, it's like one of those Hollywood things, right? And you think it's only a Hollywood thing, but I think anybody who's worked in corporate, I think anybody who's worked in local media has seen this happen so many times. I'm not gonna name names, but like
let's name names, bro. Why not? Why?
Hey, this is not that kind of podcast, okay?
Okay.
Look, essentially somebody who wants to come in to try this thing that they think is cool, but only getting in because they are friends with somebody at the top, right? And then giving a half-fuck attitude, but they're coming in at the top because they come in with connections, and then they leave in a couple of months because they're like, not my thing. I don't care. Whatever.
Fuck it, man. You know what? I think we just want to move on. We just want to
that's
focus
life.
on the wrestlers who are here.
Yes.
And speaking of Hollywood, you want to talk about our deep dive to Hulk Hogan right now?
Hulk Hogan, just the other day, passed away. Apparently, it was a heart attack, right? Very unfortunate. He's only 71 years old, by the way. Passed away on July the 24th.
Yeah. And
it was late at night for us when I saw the news, because I saw the news as it came out. And I don't know if you were awake. Did you wake up the next day and find out, or what?
No, I had a late night on Thursday, and the news broke right after midnight. So it was like Thursday night, Friday morning, right?
Yeah.
And I was on call with my girlfriend, and as I was on the call, and then suddenly I saw like Mothership of all people, had like a alert. So okay, the crazy thing about Hulk Hogan's passing, right, is that I've never seen so much mainstream local media coverage on wrestling in a long time. Right.
Well, I mean, as we found out right here on the podcast in the past couple of months as well, there are a lot of wrestling fans in a lot of these outlets as well. You know, especially when Dante went to NXT, for example, it got a lot of news, a lot of coverage, right?
Yeah. And I think what is, like kind of heartening about this as well is, through the very sad news, you realize how many generations of wrestling fans Hulk Hogan's has touched. In terms of all the different generations if you were an 80s kid, I mean, as a Gen Xer, right? Yeah. That probably is one of your first memories is Hulk Hogan for sure.
Well, I've said this before on the podcast, right? My first feud, my first memorable wrestling thing was the Mega Powers Collide. Hulk Hogan and your lustful eyes, brother.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And so many people from different generations can have a different memory or first memory of Hulk Hogan. You know what? Like on the chat, guys, can you just share? So we would love to read it out. What was your first memory of Hulk Hogan? His first matches, or like your first time you saw him? For me personally, because my first memory of wrestling was WWE, right? I was right at the start of the Attitude Era. I remember I told this story. My first wrestling pay-per-view I watched was Capital Carnage 1998.
Yes.
So my introduction was like Undertaker, Kane, The Rock. So I had no idea about WCW, right? As I started getting more educated about the business, I know there was this other company, and I started kind of noticing people like Goldberg and NWO, right? So, but only in 2002, that is very, very later on, right? Invasion Angle is done, and then suddenly, remember that very iconic promo from Vince McMahon?
He's something about poisoning the WWE.
Yeah, I will kill my own creation.
Yeah.
I will inject a bit of poison, and then he swivels in his chair, and then they reveal the NWO logo. And oh my god, that was crazy, bro.
So, okay, interestingly enough, right, because you come in at sort of a later time, I think for the older fans like myself, that meant something. So I'm curious, by then, did Hulk Hogan and the NWO, and you guys being in Singapore, not watching WCW that much or not having access to it that much, right? Did you only know by reputation? Oh, that's the Hulk Hogan that you've seen in packages, and not so much grew up watching?
Here's the crazy thing, right? I've never seen Hulk Hogan. I didn't know he exists. But then, because of the NWO angle, WWF or WWF at the time started pulling all these vignettes, right?
Yeah.
Started educating the audience. For somebody like me who was like, oh, so this guy was like a big deal in the 80s. This guy was like the first WrestleMania. So then my second memory of him, or my second introduction to him, was I think very soon after that first NWO promo and No Way Out, I watched Rocky 3.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't know at that point in time that Hulk Hogan was actually not signed to WWF at the time when he was starring in Rocky 3.
Yep.
It was actually at the tail end of his AWA career.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I kind of conflicted the two. I thought like, okay, this was him in WWF in the early 80s and he was really a big star. He was with Sylvester
Right.
Stallone, sorry. So yeah, so I just knew he was a larger than life character. But what sold me on him was that when he had that face off with The Rock that first time,
Yep.
I was like, this grandpa damn Jack lah, sia.
And the electricity too, right? The crowd reaction as well. Let's take us a little bit back in time to my era of watching
you
them,
you tell me your Hogan era. I think there will be more context there for the 80s.
Because like Alfred brings up a question as well, and it's a very valid question because Alfred is a bit of a younger kid, right? Like, question: why was Hogan slamming Andre a big moment? I mean, you have to remember at that time, right? Here's the thing: Andre had been slammed before, but it wasn't telecast and it was rare. Like, Andre will only let a very small amount of people body slam him because that was the whole gimmick.
Yep.
And this goes back to that mentality of less is more. You make something impossible to do so that when the person who does it, it's a big deal. It was
Correct.
all the presentation. And Andre had only been slammed on, back in the day, it was the Territory Days. And it's not like now when something happens, you immediately see it 5 minutes later on the internet. No such thing. Last time something happened in wherever lah. In Mid-South, only happened in Mid-South. They can do the whole thing in a different state. And then they do the whole thing again in a different state. It's not like now, when something happens, it happens and everyone can see it, right? From a local context, like if something happened in Jurong, then you don't know, nobody knows, then you're going to do it in Clementi the next night. Then you're going to do it in Woodlands the next night, you know?
And also the beautiful thing about that moment, right, was like in WrestleMania 3 happened in Pontiac Silverdome, I believe,
Yes.
in Detroit, right?
Yes.
Okay,
We got a little bit of a... You see, this is the thing with two...
new equipment.
not just new equipment, but it's too high-tech already, bro.
Zoom can't handle the shit, bro.
Yeah, Zoom can't handle foreign's face card. Look at him. He even looks like, hey, Zoom, what's up with you, bro?
I'm giving the people's eyebrow, bro. Shit.
Okay, clip. Everybody clip this.
No.
There you go.
Okay, let's power through this. I don't know whether how long it will last. If it's gonna last very long, I'll probably have to switch off and switch on again.
Yeah, I think you have to do that. I think it's just hang.
Okay,
Your
will it affect? Let me give it a bit.
No,
Try,
just fix the Oh my god. So if we
Okay.
lose foreign right now on the Zoom, you guys know what happened, huh?
Okay, Bismillah.
Here we go. HS Lee said that NWO debuted at No Way Out 2002. Nice. There you go. Irvin says, first memories were Hogan on those 80s video games, but live was Hollywood Hulk Hogan in NWO. So that's the other thing. I also feel, right? Hey, we got our bro back. Yes.
Okay, great.
One of my earliest WCW memories also was playing the WCW Mayhem game. Like, I never really watched WCW until that game came out because I was already a WWF gamer, right? I had my PlayStation. I was like, oh, okay, there's a new wrestling game. Then I knew some of the characters there, like Bret Hart and
Yeah.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart and
Diesel,
Bret Hart.
Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan from my past. So there you go.
I wanted to complete my thought from just now, saying that, okay, it happened in the Silver Dome, but at that point in time, there wasn't any, TV was considered rare, it was closed circuit theater. So the news of the body slam, right, probably spread across the world, like in a delayed manner, right?
Yep.
So it felt almost legendary, like, oh my God, do you hear, like, maybe 2 months later, maybe there's a magazine in Japan that reported on it.
Correct.
And then suddenly then it hits Asia, like, oh my God, Andre the Giant has been slammed, blah, blah, blah. So it became like national news or international news, but in a very delayed manner. So even at that point in time, it felt not just a big deal, it felt like a history-changing moment because it's almost like, oh my God, it's the moon. The people landed on the moon, or like World War II has ended. Hogan has slammed Andre. So it felt that big. And the great thing about WWF, they managed to make it into such a big moment that it became legendary, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, leave it to Mr. Young to somehow tie to AEW. Hashtag, oh no. But this is the exact lesson that, the past has taught us, right? Sometimes less is more. If you do something every day, if we see the same old thing, if every day somebody was slamming Andre the Giant, that thing wouldn't have been a big deal. But because, it was a time where the internet wasn't around, so we didn't have access, it was a big deal.
Yeah. And I think what helped it as well was that it was the rock and wrestling era, right? So
Yes.
there was the MTV connection, and I think, and if I'm not wrong, Hulk Hogan was the first mainstream wrestling star that crossed over into Hollywood,
Yep.
and did Saturday Night Live, acted in movies, or
Cartoons.
cartoon. There was like all the toy figures, there's all the plush toys and all that. So he really became part of the mainstream consciousness,
Yep.
and for that time, I think it was a way bigger deal because you didn't have social media to spread the word about him.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, I mean, we can talk about some of his movies. I think as a fan growing up, maybe as a kid, you're like, oh my God, yay. You go back and watch those movies, they're awful. They are not good. He did not make a splash in Hollywood the way some of our current, wrestlers have. But he was the prototype. He was the template. He was the first one to actually do it. So kudos to that, right?
Can I ask you then, for that whole 1994, him leaving WWF, going to WCW, where were you in life, and did you follow that moment? Because you would have experienced it in real time, right?
Yes. I think I've said this before on the podcast. Like, I've never truly been a Hulk Hogan fan. Like, I appreciate what he's done for the industry, and I agree that he is a cornerstone of the industry, right? But I was always more of a fan of the worker, of the Macho Mans, the Ted DiBiase's, and after that, the Bret Harts,
Yep.
It's just who I am as a person, right? So when he left, I actually didn't feel like, oh wow, oh no, my hero. And he also left on that note of, okay, his star is quote unquote fading already because it was now Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was now the body guy, right?
Yeah.
And like even worse wrestler, that fella. Vince McMahon loves his body guys, and I mean, looking back, we heard all the stories about how he tried to fandangle a lot of things. The main event of that WrestleMania where Bret Hart was supposed to win against Yokozuna, and then
WrestleMania 9.
Hulk Hogan came back and became the champion.
Yeah. So there was already the starting whispers of him playing politics.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
No.
So
that work for me, brother.
Probably that started, right?
Yeah,
and then when he went to WCW, oh my God, his ego kena stroke so much. It's like his worst habits, I think, probably came to light, right? Probably.
Tony Khan. Yeah. So he goes over.
Ironically, right? Do you hear the news that apparently Tony Khan banned Hulk Hogan from AEW?
Really?
So they don't have a good relationship. Like, he has basically went on record to say that he doesn't like or took pot shots at Hulk Hogan is the wife.
Why?
I have no idea. So if those people who might know or might be aware, go Google it. So that's why there was a bit of like chatter saying like everyone paid tribute, put up a graphic except for AEW.
Yeah.
And AEW only like did like a small mention through Tony Schiavone at Collision today.
Yes.
So it's very interesting. Apparently Tony Khan, who face of TNT right now, was against Hulk Hogan, the first defector from WWF. So
okay, yeah, that is very interesting.
Very, very interesting.
But
okay,
I think a lot of people will also argue that Hogan was a made man. Like, he was the right person at the right time. If you think about it, right, he was there and Andre gave him the honors. Iron Sheik gave him the honors, did the honors for him. Who else, Like, there's just so many.
Randy Savage, for sure.
Yeah, Randy Savage, Sergeant Slaughter. Remember the old burning of the flag type thing?
Yeah, the anti-America thing as well.
Yeah.
Interestingly, right, I know people shit on like Hogan because like, it's just all character and like, do all these simple moves. But I don't know whether you saw, I put up on Insta stories. Hogan actually can wrestle.
Yes.
It's really a case of when you go to WWF, Vince wants you to tone it down, focus on, repeating all the movesets so that it's easier for people to remember, keeping it simple. But when he was in Japan, against Antonio Inoki, IWGP Championship in 1983, bro was chain wrestling like a mofo, bro.
Okay. Hang on. Before you make it sound like he is some like Bret Hart, no, he's not. He's no Bret Hart.
He is, yeah.
But yes, he had the skills. It was there. I think a great example of this in the Attitude Era is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro was a much better technical wrestler in WCW during his Ringmaster days, but once he basically became a punch kick brawl guy, but an amazing personality, his stocks shot up. So there's something to be said about that. Look, it's not something that works for everybody, but I think given the right opportunity, once again, right person, right time, and he ran with the ball.
Correct.
Oh boy, here we go. Talking about running with the ball, it looks like Foreign's camera ran away with the ball again.
Is it giving you flashbacks, Mr. Young, from
Oh my god,
few
yes, it
seasons
is.
ago?
Yes, it happens, man. I feel the pain. No worries. I think everybody in chat also feels the pain.
It's all good.
This podcast brought to you by EOS Webcam Utility. Hashtag
Guys,
no connection.
no connection. Maybe we are too good for Zoom right now. We are too good for Zoom, guys. We have outgrown Zoom, guys.
That's right. It's time to move on to another platform. If you guys know another platform, let us know, okay? But yeah, so you talk about that era, then him defecting to WCW, right? Okay. The Shadow's like, we called it.
Start ready. Okay,
All the people who have streamed before know the feeling one. Yeah. I think Foreign getting excited, drinking his Red Bull, he's probably bumping wires. That's what it is.
Nah, I ain't touching nothing, bro. I ain't touching nothing. I'm gonna be a good boy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no hand lotion, cannot anyhow touch things.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just have to run. We just have to power through every time like my
Yes.
Zoom fails me.
It's okay.
Yep.
Show me your hands, bro. Show me your hands. Keep your hands up. So his time in WCW. Look, at the start, it was a big deal. It was a huge coup for WCW. You know, him showing up, him doing all the press and blah, blah, blah. And of course, that sent WWF into a panic. We all remember, well, not everyone, but you've seen the footage before, the recap videos of the Huckster videos, the Huckster spoofs, right? Not WWF's finest moment, to be honest. Like, why would you spoof that one of your top names has left? You're telling everybody that he's left.
Yeah, I just felt like at that point in time, like, you know, wrestling was very, very combative. People were warring with each other, and Hulk Hogan has essentially broken his relationship with Vince McMahon, and he just wants to, you know, be the defector and try to put Vince out of business. It was just purely business at that point in time. But people took a lot of low roads and shots. Oh my god, what happened? Do you all start memes?
Nash one already screenshot, so there you go. Memes are incoming. But yes,
there you go.
Sorry. A lot of low roads. He comes in, and let's be real, it was a big buzz. It got WCW a lot of attention, right? But again, his gimmick, his Americana yellow and red thing, it was on the decline. You know, he was there. I mean, it's not a small thing, but also at the same time, you could feel like, oh, okay, as the weeks went by, his popularity was waning. Definitely something needed to happen. And we're not going to go through the whole, like, how he pitched or how he became that third member of the Outsiders and became the NWO, because you can watch the documentaries. But I guess, okay.
But where were you at that point in time?
I was still watching the WWF, and I was okay with the product. Like, you know, it gotten a little bit cheesy, but I was a diehard. I would still watch, you know?
I see. And you will probably be in probably 14, 15 at this point in time, right?
14,
teenager, like 1996 or 95.
96? No, bro, I was in uni already.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was in uni. Yeah. In 2000, so at the end of the 90s, basically, right?
Okay,
and
gotcha.
Of course, the big reveal. Oh, Hogan's the third man. Bobby Heenan almost ruined the surprise, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Like, all of us in the wrestling world heard about it, and like the ramifications of that, right? It's like, I mean, for those of you who are younger, it's like Cena turning heel. Like, back then, he was the de facto good guy. Take your vitamins, eat your prayers, say your vitamins, whatever the hell it is.
And I think probably that would have been a huge deal in the 90s. Like, Hogan turning heel would never have happened in the 80s, right? So it probably blew a lot of people's minds. But I think it also breathed new life into the character. As you'll talk about later on, how turning heel might actually, breathe new life into your character in general for a lot of wrestlers as well.
But if you think about that as well, right? And that goes to how amazing. Some people will say it's the booking, but also, again, you need the character to pull it off. You need the human being, Terry Bollea, to pull this shit off and carry it on his back, right? You can stick in some no-talent fool and it's not going to work. But Hogan defined 80s wrestling as the, perpetual babyface good guy. And then Hogan, in a lot of ways, kicked off the Monday Night Wars. He personified the Attitude Era, but in WCW. Like, a lot of us don't remember it that well because we didn't grow up and watch the WCW product through that era, right? But if you were a WCW fan, that was it. That was the
Correct.
shit. That was the Attitude Era for you. Not the DX, not the Stone Cold, not the Rock.
Would you agree then that Hulk Hogan has mastered being a babyface and mastered being a top heel? So he has done both, and he has been the best at it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Again, people will argue that, there's amount of politic playing involved there as well. But you cannot deny the man did what he needed to do and did it well.
Correct.
Him, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, also rest in peace. Two-thirds, man, of the original three.
Correct. So I believe that, as somebody who watched wrestling in the 80s and 90s, Hulk Hogan was still a huge part of your viewing habits, Like you couldn't get away from him, right?
Yep.
And that's why I felt like when he came back in the WWF, right? I heard about the legend, right?
Yes.
But then seeing him in real time, okay, I think Hulk Hogan in 2002 back in WWF was a surreal moment. Probably for everyone, not just people who never seen him, people who have watched him. It's like after everything he has done to WWF, to be back, oh my god, and then facing against the current stars like The Rock, right?
Yes.
You wanna move forward towards that era for Hulk Hogan, because like at that point in time, right, Hogan coming back felt like hell has frozen over.
Yes, because of the reputation, because of the bad blood, quote unquote. And it's kind of crazy to me because, like, I wouldn't say that his third quote unquote decade was a huge decade, but it was still like he had a lot of moments. I still remember him winning the tag team title with Edge.
Yeah, so random.
Mr. America nonsense, right?
I want to read a couple of responses from our Instagram stories, because I put out to the groups, like, share with us. I just burped on air, guys.
Burped into the mic. What the?
Cheers to the Red Bull, bro.
Clearly a very professional podcast.
We are a professional setup. What are you talking about, Mr. Young? Okay.
Yeah, look at the camera, right?
Yeah. So
burping into the mic willy-nilly. Oh boy, here we go. Okay,
we got some responses from our listeners, and I just want to read them out to you, because all of them shared their memories, and it was around this 2002 era, right? You have Lincoln saying Hogan versus The Rock, WrestleMania 18, probably the most hyped crowd ever.
Yes.
We can talk about the crowd in a bit. I Am Adli also says Rock versus Hogan, that and the night after Raw, where he had that super sustained ovation. Remember, 8 minutes, I remember that. Muhammad Daniel, when Hogan changed from NWO to red and yellow with the Voodoo Child theme song.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was amazing. Most people say Hulk Hogan versus The Rock, but Ray Gacy says Hulk Hogan versus Triple H at Backlash.
I can tell by all these responses how old you guys are, yeah.
Yes.
Like I'm the unk of the group right now, talking about the mega powers and shit like that. Like it's Hogan versus Randy, Hogan versus Slaughter, those are my Hogan memories. But y'all are like, man, cool, that's cool. So see, that goes to the longevity of that character, of that man, right?
Yeah.
That almost 3 decades he was in the wrestling zeitgeist.
Bro, my question is, who remembers Hulk Hogan and their earliest memory of him is at TNA?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, what year was this?
That
I
was
clearly didn't watch any of this, by the way.
2010.
So his 4th decade, I suppose. Correct. Yeah, that was, oh no.
Okay,
no.
I don't want to jump straight ahead to that, because we need to address a couple of very, very memorable matches that Hulk Hogan had in the 2000s.
Okay,
right?
go ahead. 2000s, let's go.
Okay, so 2002, he had that, heroic comeback. And I always thought it was weird that 1 month after Hogan versus The Rock, right? Immediately he got skyrocketed into the title picture against Triple H, right?
Wow.
A lot of people might speculate that is this him using his power play again, doing politics and all that. But honestly, I believe, if I was Vince McMahon, right, it's because of the genuine, incredible reaction he's gotten from his return. Then they were like, hey, he's literally has the top reaction for the babyface. Why not put him against Triple H? But essentially, he just killed Triple H lah.
I mean, okay, to be honest, that was trying to capture lightning in a bottle. Because if they waited any longer, then it would die down. They knew that was the moment. So I actually don't mind that. I don't even think that was him playing politics. It was just listen to that damn response,
Correct. And the entire 3-month run, to me, was amazing, because if you just watch wrestling, right, during that period, you have WrestleMania 18, Hogan versus The Rock. Classic match, right? You had Hogan versus Triple H for the undisputed title. Somebody put out a very interesting fact. Hulk Hogan was the last WWF champion and the first WWE champion.
Oh, he was there for the
Yes,
name change.
correct. So he was the top guy during that name change because right after Backlash was the last WWF pay-per-view and it became WWE at Judgment Day.
Right, wow.
Yeah, that's
He
wild.
kicked the F out.
Yeah, he did. He did. And he only had like a 1 month reign, which is quite funny lah.
Yeah.
But then dropped it to Big Evil Undertaker.
Yeah.
So that whole 3 month pay-per-view run, right, to me was like shit. He just went through the entire Attitude Era classic lineup. Rock, picking Triple H and
Triple H.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
You know, one person that wasn't in his hit list at that point in time due to politics, I believe.
Ooh.
Stone Cold.
Was this when he took his ball and went home?
This was right after that period.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rock was, Stone Cold was away already, right? Because of the whole, he didn't want to lose to Brock.
So what happened was after Stone Cold finished up the Invasion era, he turned back babyface.
Yeah.
They put him in a storyline with Scott Hall, right? Going to WrestleMania. And he thought it was shit, right? He was like, why do I get Scott Hall? But he did not want to work with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So there was the whole story that explicitly he did not want to work with Hulk Hogan. He didn't want to kind of like job to him.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure whether Hogan will play, do business the right way.
Yeah.
So I think Vince was like, okay, you know what, give this spot to The Rock, right? And then Stone Cold gets second best. So already he was frustrated. And then the creative happened right after WrestleMania where he was supposed to lose against Brock Lesnar, King of the Ring. That's why he took the ball and went home. Right? So we could have gotten Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan in 2002.
Right.
But, the stars wouldn't align at that point in time. So
Irvin says Hogan versus Flair, anyone? Wait, which Hogan versus Flair?
the only decent Hogan versus Flair was their first match at WCW in 1994.
Right.
Yeah, because there's no good match after that.
I'm trying to remember in the 80s, but I think with Flair and Hogan, they just absolutely just missed each other.
No, they never touched each other in the 80s.
Correct.
Because they were the top stars in different promotions.
Correct. Well, when Flair came to WWF for a cup of coffee, do you remember? He had the big gold belt and Bobby Heenan was championing him as the real world champion.
Yeah.
That was a short cup of coffee, so yeah, they didn't even have time to do anything.
Yeah, and Hogan was already in WWF at that point in time, but they just didn't. Remember, they were supposed to have Hogan and Flair at WrestleMania 8. Yeah. Instead, they pivoted and had Savage versus Flair. Remember?
And it was the whole thing where that's how Flair won the Rumble.
Correct.
Right? Undertaker got involved. I forget so many of these things. No. That was the infamous tombstone where Hogan claimed that Undertaker dropped him on his head. But then if you look at the footage, his head comes nowhere close to the mat. That was the one where Ric Flair slides the chair in and then Undertaker tombstones Hulk Hogan. And for many, many years, Hogan was complaining that Undertaker effed up his neck. But then Taker's like, look at the footage. He's nowhere even close to the chair.
If you want to start talking about Hogan and his lying, right, I think it will be another 1 hour. We'll probably talk about it later.
Yeah. Again, not a perfect person. None of us are perfect, right?
Yeah.
His legacy is still indelible. Go ahead.
Let's power through the 2000s, right? So you had the 2002, Hogan did his whole homecoming nostalgia run as champion. He had that very weird period in 2002 where he was like fighting Kurt Angle. If you guys remember, I'm not sure whether you guys remember this very small detail, but Hulk Hogan was the first person that pulled off that stupid, fake haircut from Kurt Angle to reveal that he was bald.
Yeah.
Remember? Because it was the Edge and Kurt Angle hair versus hair rivalry, and somehow Hogan was in the middle of it. I still remember he wore that stupid hairpiece, to piss off on him. He had that random tag team title round with Edge, and then he lost to Brock Lesnar. Do you remember this?
Oh, yes.
The bear hug.
Yes.
And the blood.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. So that was a great way for him to kind of end that short run. So he stepped away from WWE for a while. He came back just in time in 2003 for the rematch with Hollywood Rock.
Yep.
2003 No Way Out. And then that pivoted into the whole Hogan versus Vince McMahon match at WrestleMania 19, right?
Yes.
Crazy time.
Align my brain. When was HBK Hogan? Yet another classic match for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Okay, so 2003 Hogan was interesting because he had the match with Vince McMahon. That should have technically ended that whole Hogan versus McMahon rivalry, right?
Yeah.
But then Vince McMahon introduced Roddy Piper, right, with the coconut, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So Piper and Hogan had a thing at Judgment Day, and then that brought in Sean O'Haire. It started being very, very weird because that transitioned into Mr. America, right?
Oh, yes.
Before there was El Grande Americano, there was Mr. America, and I still remember that stupid lie detector segment on SmackDown.
Yes.
where clearly Vince McMahon was trying to prove that he is Hulk Hogan, but for some reason the Hulk Hogan went to the lie detector test and said, "That doesn't work for me, brother."
Brother. Yeah. So everything that, would have indicted him came up like, no, he's telling the truth.
Yeah,
Like, ding,
telling the truth.
ding. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was nonsense.
It was typical, like, cheesy. I wouldn't even say it was 2000s wrestling. It was almost 90s-ish, 80s-ish.
Yeah, it was just dumb.
Jeez,
At that point in time, WWE has won the Monday Night Wars. They just had free reign to do whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
But very interestingly, he did not appear at all, make any appearance in 2004. So what I heard from that period was there was some issues he had with Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what went down, but because of that, he didn't want to be part of the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania. He set that one out.
He apparently spent some time in New Japan at the end of 2003, that era.
Correct.
Yeah.
And also there was some rumblings that he wrestled for like Jeff Jarrett's like breakaway promotion, not TNA yet. He did like a small thing like Superstars of Wrestling, or I can't remember, Wrestling All Stars in Australia for a bit, for about a year. He only finally came back in 2005 for, of course, what we remember as the infamous SummerSlam match with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
But a lot of people forget his return at WrestleMania 21 because he was inducted at the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Remember, right? So I think he came back to WWE because he got the Hall of Fame nod, right?
Do you remember him saving anybody when he came back at WrestleMania 21?
Yes, WrestleMania 21. He came and faced off against Muhammad Hassan.
Oh, God.
Remember this?
Yes.
He had the whole thing where it was Carlito and Muhammad Hassan and like...
he had to rescue Eugene.
Eugene, yes. Oh
Muhammad Hassan and Davari were beating up on Eugene, and he came in, and I was like,
Alfred gave a very deep cut. I'm seeing on the chat. My favorite Hogan moment in Ruthless Aggression was when John Cena, HBK, and Hulk Hogan teamed up. This was the team up that afterwards led to the super kick that kick-started the SummerSlam feud.
Right.
Yeah,
let's talk about Hogan's final match for the WWE in that era. Do you remember what that was?
Actually, right, it wasn't Hogan and Shawn Michaels.
No, it wasn't.
If I'm not wrong, it was Hogan versus Randy, right? SummerSlam.
Bro! Foreign is the wrestling encyclopedia over here. Do you remember what kicked off this feud?
Oh my God.
Do you remember?
Oh my God. It was Randy trying to flirt with the daughter, right? Brooke Hogan, right?
Yes.
And then, I remember this backstage and when then Hogan kind of like slapped him on the chest or like, like shake his hand and slap him on the chest or something. And then he walked away. And as he was like walking around to the backs of the car, he kena RKO on the hood of the car, right?
Hood of the car, yes.
Yeah, I love it. Yes, I remember this moment. So there was that run of SummerSlam matches that was just weird. The Shawn Michaels one was just a complete botch fest.
Yeah. No, it was Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels doing the best he could.
No, Shawn Michaels just giving up.
Just overselling I like you just watch it back just for the belligerence of this. Like, HBK has always been like this. If you grew up watching him, and then he went through his whole like phase where he was this spoiled child and he was entitled prick, right? Everybody hated him. And then he comes back and he's this like reformed, a God-fearing guy. And then everyone loves him. And then he has to work with Hulk Hogan. And then you see glimpses of his like come back. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, you want to play this? Like I can play the political bullshit, and then he does the match and oversells everything, which is hilarious, I thought.
I believe Hogan wanted to win the match and they wanted to make it into a series, a 3-match series, right?
And that's why HBK was okay with losing the first one, because it was going to be a 3-match series. But then that one don't work for me, brother. And he was like, oh, wait, no, it's actually only going to be 1 match. And HBK was going to lose that match. So HBK is like, fuck it, let's just make a joke of this match.
Yeah, the fact is he also turned heel for that 3-week bill to this match. So it's like, for fuck's sake. But if nothing else, it gave me my favorite HBK moment of Ruthless Aggression era, bro.
Which is?
The one where he went to Montreal. as a heel.
Right.
And then he
Oh,
teased the crowd by like shitting on he
Brett.
sang "Oh Canada,"
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then he kind of gave the whole Brett pretending to come with the music and all that, and
Yeah.
the pop for that was
Huge.
insane, right?
Yeah. They played the music, and then
yeah.
there was no Brett, and then he laughed his ass off in the ring.
Yeah.
You're
And then
idiots.
Hogan had to come save the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So yeah, that whole period was fun. Yeah, it was such a shame because the last match with Randy just clearly was just a boring match, like a nothing match.
Yeah.
And that was his last official match in WWE, right?
Correct.
So yeah, it was weird.
And then you have the TNA era.
Oh my god. Okay, were you watching? You weren't watching wrestling at that point in time, right? I remember this.
No, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely not watching TNA.
Okay, I'll give you the cliff notes, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
In my opinion, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff killed TNA when they came, right?
Right.
Because right before they came, right, 2010, TNA was really building up a very good reputation, right? With the X Division, the six-sided ring,
Yep.
Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. Like, there was a very cool alternative, and there was a lot of times where Dave Meltzer was glazing TNA, right?
Yep.
Great matches and all that. But then Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff came into the picture, wanted to, really, according to like Dixie Carter, push TNA to make a big case for a Monday Night Wars, because that was the first time they put Spike TV and have head-to-head with Raw. It was the same Monday Night Raw, January 4th, 2010, where Bret Hart returned for the first time in over 13 years.
Right.
So that's how they counter program. So TNA had like this Hulk Hogan making his debut with Eric Bischoff, changing the whole landscape of TNA to counter program Bret Hart returning for the first time in 13 years. So that was the first like Monday Night War that like people were watching in about TNA because of Hulk Hogan. It was the first and only time they hit over 1 million viewers. Never again, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah, so all that nonsense, he had Jeff Hardy debut, he had Ric Flair joining the company, blah, blah. All that just for 1 million plus views.
I mean,
Yeah.
they tried, right?
They tried.
At that point, yes, Hulk Hogan, obviously not the big name anymore, but still a legendary name. Since then, obviously, he's come back to the WWE several times. He's hosted WrestleManias.
Correct.
He infamously said the wrong dome. I can't remember, Superdome, Silverdome.
He confused WrestleMania 30 with WrestleMania 3.
3, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
he's getting up there in age, blah, blah, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we won't be remiss and if we don't talk about what happened in 2015, 2016,
So
I believe.
2015 and 16 is the racism scandal, right?
Correct.
So,
correct.
I mean, this was when apparently his daughter broke, and this was also one of the factors that contributed to them being estranged. Like,
Yeah.
daughter and father, right? They have a very tense relationship. She was dating an African American at the time.
Like an athlete, right? Or some sort of football player or something.
Yeah. Wait, so was it... Wait, no, he made the racist rant on a sex tape.
Oh yeah, it was the
So-
Gawker. Oh,
Yeah, so
there's
it
so
wasn't
many levels.
it wasn't just a racist rant. It was a racist rant on a sex tape, brother.
Okay, I remember when this broke down because
Yeah.
okay, this is if you can pull your memory from 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
They were doing Tough Enough, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Hulk Hogan was one of the judges.
Okay.
It was the one where Chris Jericho was the host, I believe.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was like into the Tough Enough like a couple of episodes in, and then this news broke out. WWE had to remove him from the Tough Enough lineup to deal with this matter because of the sex scandal. And apparently he slept with one of his friend's wife.
Sure. What else? Yeah.
And also on top of that, like he made a racist remark talking, And okay, the issue with that was yes, they had a whole lawsuit with Gawker, blah blah blah. Apparently there's a documentary only on Netflix. You can watch it on your own time.
Yep.
But what was crazy about it was he didn't apologize.
Nope.
Or when he apologized, I remember there was a footage of him doing the apology, and he was like kind of talking to the locker room, which includes all the black wrestlers, by the way.
Yeah.
Saying like, you guys have to be careful, you guys might get caught, so you all better be careful what you'll say in private. So it was kind of a non-apology. It was more about like, mainly about me, like, okay, I need to protect myself kind of thing. And essentially like no one forgive him. Like I don't remember Mark Henry all still like, screw this guy, right?
Nobody likes him. I mean, most recently, him talking about how he worked with, or his favorite wrestler was like what, Benjamin Shelton, and then Shelton was like,
Oh
stop
my
it, bro, don't,
god, yeah.
don't, bro, what, Benjamin Shelton, what,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
I
the
don't know
last
why.
decade lah, the
Yeah,
last
the last
decade.
decade. I don't know why, right? And there's literally an account on Instagram, and okay, in chat, if you guys know exactly what meme I'm talking about, please just just put up your hands or whatever, right? But there's literally an account on Instagram that posts this clip every single day, just the same clip every single day, right?
Which is?
It is the infamous Harlem Heat with Elizabeth and Mean
Oh,
Gene.
dear.
And Booker T is going off. They were in a feud. They're going to fight with Hulk Hogan, right? And obviously, I'm not going to repeat it live on the podcast, but, we're coming for you, Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And every time that scandal popped out, that's the first meme I think of.
The crazy thing about Hulk Hogan is like later on in his life, right? Like he just got hate from so many people. My favorite hater of Hulk Hogan is still will only ever be the Iron Sheik, bro.
Oh,
Sheik
yes.
baby.
I
Sheik
humble
baby.
you.
I humble you. Hulk Hogan sucks. Kind of all the nonsense he talk shit about Hulk Hogan. Like, I break your neck, Hulk Hogan, whatever nonsense.
Bro, carry on the gimmick way into, like, the next life.
Yeah. I think probably when he died, so he was just screw you, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he just became problematic lah. He started lying a lot, right? Started talking about all this nonsense that he was there. He was like, even the story that you mentioned about, Undertaker also just put him in such a bad light. And
Okay,
yeah,
let me play devil's advocate, right? In that I do believe that we as human beings we are flawed, first of all. Second of all, our memories are flawed. Like, there's a reason why, like, eyewitness testimony a lot of times is not admissible in court, is that we not make shit up. We fill in the blanks where we don't know or don't remember what has happened. You know what I mean?
correct. I agree with you.
And if you deal with people who are older, like, people in their 80s, 90s, or people who have had like concussion issues and stuff like that, right? You will start to notice that is actually something that they do. They are filling in the blanks, and a lot of times they believe the things that they have filled in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's a coping mechanism a lot of the time as well, because like it's a scary thing not to know and to admit, like, oh, I actually don't remember what happened. But let me fill in the story and when we fill in stories, we fill it in however we want, and that benefits us. Why?
Yeah.
Like, that's only human nature, right? And so you repeat the same story over and over again, it becomes your reality. And everyone else can tell, oh, actually, that's a lie. That's not true.
Yeah, perception becomes reality, like essentially what happens. You know what? I'm not gonna try to defend, Hulk Hogan for all the racist remarks he made towards the black community. Like, if the black community just wants to celebrate his death or like react the way they want to, who are we to say, right? Right.
I think nobody should be celebrating, somebody passing away.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's been a lot of like, I don't know. It's just
I think people on the internet are just they react for the sake of, oh, look, I want to get a reaction. Oh, I want to, ultimately, I think Cody said it very well. Like, yes, what was Cody's quote on?
Complicated.
Yeah. He complicated issues, but ultimately his contribution to the wrestling world, he walked so that everybody else in the wrestling world could fly, and that is a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. So we can acknowledge, the contributions he's made. We can also acknowledge the flaws that he has. I wouldn't say racism is a flaw, though. I would say racism is a choice. So
yeah.
He, in that sense, that he did a lot of things that a lot of mistakes. But somebody said, I think, shout out to Good Mike Wood, one of the podcasters out there on the YouTube community. He said that for all of Hogan's flaws, right? Do you realize he was never a bitter wrestler? Like, people talk shit about him. Like, okay, Goldberg talk shit about him. Bret Hart talk shit about him. Randy Savage. Everyone talk shit about Hogan. But Hogan's always like kind of like brush it off. Do you realize that? They're like, oh yeah,
Bro,
like, what I mean?
You know why?
Why?
Because he outperformed all of them. If you are making more bank, have a better contract than everybody, why you sweat them talking shit about you?
Because he is the top star. He was treated as the top star. So in a way, like, he accepts it, like, okay, like, yeah, you guys can be bitter because I got the rub, right? I got the push. Yeah. So if nothing else, at least he never came across as like a bitter vet, right? Somebody also said that, like, you know, like he's problematic, but he's not a Ric Flair problematic, you know.
Oh, so that is another, conversation for another day,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah, not
So,
soon, but yeah.
so the next level of problematic will be when Ric Flair passes away and Vince McMahon passes away. That will be a very interesting podcast, I would say, right?
Yeah, interesting stories will absolutely come out. But
Yeah.
again, we can't discount what he's done for the wrestling industry. 3 decades at a top level is nothing to, laugh at, right? Like
Correct.
if you think about the wrestlers who have accomplished something like that, who? Who?
Correct.
Who?
And his relevance speaks all the way until today. Like
Yeah.
just this year alone, he was at the Netflix premiere. I know he was shilling his American brand. He was getting booed,
And he was booed out of the
booed like
building.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's tough lah because can you imagine like he really epitomizes that phrase like you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain, right?
yeah, yeah.
He has lived a life where he experienced the highest of highs, the most beloved wrestler, and then also
The most hated
experience,
wrestler.
correct,
Yeah.
being disgraced and all that. So at the end of the day, what's has been said, what he has done has been done, the chapter has been closed. Right now it's only, we only have his memories.
Yep.
So whatever memories you have of him, good or bad, I would say we can all agree that he was the top star in wrestling, and without him, wrestling as we know it wouldn't be what it is today.
Rock wouldn't have his, template to go into Hollywood. John
Correct.
Cena, Batista, Cody now, like he was
Yep.
the first one. So, yeah.
Yeah. So for better or for worse, I think we can all acknowledge that. And yeah, I hope that we were quite fair and balanced in our look back into his career.
Yeah.
Mr. Young, what do you think?
Brother, I think what we said is what we said, is how we feel. Like I don't think like, okay, who here in chat is like a massive Hulk Hogan fan? I think because the demographic of a lot of our listeners, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of you guys are on the younger side. So you hadn't lived through that era of him being the top babyface. Like I
Yeah.
lived through that, right? And so I think if we talk to an older generation who maybe didn't watch the wrestling of the 2000s, they probably have a very different view. And they are the ones who are like, yeah, I grew
Correct.
up on him. Because of him, I drank my milk, I ate my vitamins, I said my prayers, that kind of thing. So he was
Yeah.
pushing a very good, a very wholesome lifestyle back in the day.
Correct. And the funny thing is, right, maybe the reason why he feels so immortal is that fella looked like 60-year-old even at 20, bro. Like, WrestleMania, like first WrestleMania, right? He was only, I believe, if I'm not wrong, only 30, 31. He really looked like that, bro. He looked like fucking old uncle.
Yeah.
So like he just stayed that way, immortalized for like the next 30 years, looking the same. So it's it's crazy lah. Like I don't see him age. He's ageless in a way, or he aged out very early in life and just stayed that way. So maybe that's
Man.
why he feels so relevant, or like he just feels omnipresent
Present.
for so long
It's-
in pop culture, right?
Yeah, it's very weird for me also because like, it's like a lot of the people I grew up watching are like gone, right? With Hulk Hogan now.
We gotta
Man.
protect Bret Hart, bro. We gotta protect Bret
Oh
Hart.
no, don't even like, bro, I cannot, bro. Like
Yeah,
don't even
man.
put that thought in my head. Like,
Man,
wow,
Bret.
our heroes are going, it reminds us of how fragile life is, how fast
Yeah.
time goes by. So yeah, cherish the ones you love, my friends.
Yeah. Okay. Do you see like Jimmy Hart on SmackDown, bro?
Oh no, I didn't. I haven't watched SmackDown, bro.
Okay, you gotta watch. Like they started with the 10 bell salute. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that guy's heartbroken. And the crazy thing is, Jimmy Hart is 10 years older than Hulk Hogan. He's in his 80s now.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, can you imagine? He lost a lifelong friend.
Yep.
Yeah, you can only imagine. And yeah, I believe there's gonna be a lot more tributes coming in. Like probably
Yes.
Raw, probably even AEW might do one in Dynamite. So
Yeah. And wrestlers out there on social media, they've been, sending their tributes and stuff like that. So.
yeah, but even if Shelton Benjamin doesn't want to do a tribute, you know what? He has every right to do so.
Oh yeah. You
know what
mean Benjamin Shelton?
Yeah. I saw a lot of like black celebrities paying tribute, and like I see the comments, everyone like shutting them down. Yeah, I feel bad. Like Marlon Wayans did a
Well,
post on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
I
but-
get it. Like I get it. So
Yeah.
again, like his persona, the Hulk Hogan persona, ultimately outlives Terry Bollea, the
Yeah.
person.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay, I'm gonna read off a few more of the live chats before we move on. Zach Ninja says, "Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan." H.S. Lee says, "Batista and John Cena putting their respective championships on Hogan 2005 and bowing to him as a form of respect was a classic moment. I remember this. This was a great
Yes.
memory." Terry was the human that made mistakes like all human beings. The one we remember now in wrestling context is Hulk Hogan that made wrestling so big after so many generations. Agreed. Irvin, a couple of texts here, quite interesting. I love how he could make a leg drop look so devastating in the
Wow.
era where a simple move was enough to win the
Let's
match.
be real. Let's put the respect on the people selling that shit.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, if the leg drop comes and you just lie there, it looks like shit. But you get someone like a Shawn Michaels who, like, the leg drop comes in and he flops around like a ton of bricks fell on his head.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to the people who sold for him lah. He was a boo because he was a Trump supporter and WWE was in LA. That's why that was mostly democratic. Yeah, that makes sense. If you go deep dive on most of the famous celebs in the 80s, you'll find a lot of dirt and hedonistic lifestyle was celebrated. Yes, just look at Ric Flair, good enough really.
That one don't need to dig. It's out there. He literally celebrates it as his gimmick.
Alfred said, if Vince is Nick, then Ric Flair outlives us all. Unbelievable. I can't believe Ric Flair is the one that outlives all the other wrestlers with all his partying, bro.
Faiz says, wrestling is real. What do you mean? Sell. I mean...
okay.
I don't know.
We got gatekeepers here. We got kayfabe gatekeepers here, guys.
Stop it, lah. Okay, so there you go. That's the legacy of Hulk Hogan and maybe a little bit of the controversy of Terry Bollea.
Yeah. It's complicated, right?
It is complicated. But again, who isn't complicated in this day and age, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sure if we dig deep enough, we will find some dirt on foreign.
Hey, bro, I wear my dirt out loud, out proud, bro. I just burp into the mic. What are you talking about? If I can do that, I'm pretty sure if I do something nonsense, right, it will come out already, bro.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah.
Stop digging, guys. Live your life.
Hashtag hand lotion. All right.
Hey, whoa.
Take another swig of that Red Bull because we are transitioning and we are going to talk about what happened last night. Man, we had a good time. It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, bro, guys.
Yeah, man, bro, guys. You just whack all the...
all the emotes come out. All the emotes, bro.
Yeah, man, bro, guys. You forgot, dude. What else do we have? Brother!
Hashtag YMBG. Let's go.
Foreign is a meme machine today.
I don't know, man. It's the last couple of months. I think ever since I discovered this Red Bull sponsorship, right? It was that one episode where I was just so tired from work and I was like, fuck, I need to do the podcast. I need to keep myself awake, and then it just went wild. Okay,
all right, man, bro, guys. That's my new intro, by the way. Every time we start live stream, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up, man, bro, guys?
Are you a heel, bro, Mr. Young? Is that what you're trying to say?
My God.
Are you a heel to me now?
With that, that's a great transition to what we're going to talk about, because the last time the genesis of the Are You a Heel meme came from was it the NWE event?
Yeah, it was the NWE showcase, right?
Yeah. NWE Showcase. So yes, we're going to talk about Grapplemax. NWE Showcase, this was when Hotshot Wilson came out, delivered a devastating kill shot to Ban to set up his match. And Foreign very famously stands up, mustering all his journalistic integrity and questioning and asks, "Are you a heel?"
I don't know why you glazed me. I don't think it was a famous line. I probably our listeners and us.
Bro. Remember, everything is presentation. We talked about it with Hogan and Andre the Giant. If they never hype up the body slam, people were nothing. It's no big deal. But they hype up. So, bro, I'm taking a page out of Vince McMahon's book. We hype this shit up like it's the biggest deal in the world. So.
To be fair, we made a couple of the Grapplemax wrestlers chuckle with that line. So shout out to Dave. Thanks for making me feel not so dumb by saying that. But you know what? I was genuinely invested in the what was happening in the ring, bro. So you gotta give kudos to Grapplemax, for reeling me in into wanting to find out whether Wilson was a heel at that point in time.
The answers are in the Holy Grail, the holy book of Grapplemax. In spreadsheet form, apparently. Remember, we talked about this before. I want it to be real. I want this Excel sheet to be real. It is out there. There is a holy grail, and I must find it.
The Grapplemax Bible, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. In there is the gospel The prophecy. I want to know what the prophecy has said.
The 5-year storyline of whatever is going to happen to all the wrestlers, right?
Is there? Yeah, I'm going to one day get Dave drunk enough, get Greg drunk enough that I get to look at this prophesized Excel sheet.
Okay, I'm not sure whether Dave or Greg is on the chat, but if you guys do, have some Red Bull, bro.
Have some Red Bull, yes.
Have some Red Bull. Let me glaze you guys out with some libations.
Red Bull and Strong Zero. I know they like the Strong Zero, and then suddenly, the Holy Grail come out.
I shall distract them enough. You just pick their brains and you pick their Bibles, okay?
No need to pick brain. It's called share file with Mr. Young.
Can you imagine we go to a Grapplemax event and like I'm just talking to them and then we sit at the corner at the computer taking thumb drive.
Yeah, do some Mission Impossible shit. Like okay, you distract, and then I like freaking like stick the thumb. Come on, downloading.
Oh dear God, no, I cannot. I can't distract them long enough for that to happen.
Okay. Greg is in chat. He says the spreadsheet is real, my friends. Ooh.
Oh my God, Greg is here. Okay, we have to behave.
No need to behave lah.
Oh, no need. Okay. So.
Even if his own like champion not behaving, so like why do you need to behave? Okay, we'll get into that. So we're talking about the Are You a Heel? How that all came about. So that was literally the first thing that Jeff said to you when we showed up at Pro Wrestling Festival, right?
Yes, correct. Okay. It has taken a life of its own. And some of the memes, I credit or I blame Najwan for it. But when I was going to Pro Wrestling Festival, right, to me, right, what my expectation of was how can they deliver a bigger show, a better show than what we saw last year at Grapplemax Festival 1, right, in November last year. Because that was an amazing show. They did it, inside the hall. They had all the fog, they had all the presentation and everything. Everything felt really, really cool, right? But then I remember Greg told us, they have to move it and do it outside because of something, right? So they were worried, right? How are they going to control the crowd? How are they going to get the atmosphere and all that? But you know what? The first thing I saw, my first impression when I saw the ring and the layout, I was like, man, this looks even bigger. Bro. This looks like WrestleMania 2.
Yes. So that's exactly what my thought was, right? Now you opened it up easier for people to just stand. Even if they didn't get tickets, they could just stand around outside the barricade and look. And at the end of the day, that just gives you opportunity to have your product out there, to be sampled, to be seen, to be filmed down and put on social media, right?
Correct.
And then there's the McDonald's there also. People queuing up for McDonald's, waiting for their Big Mac or whatever the hell. They can watch some wrestling.
Yeah, man. Where is that McDonald's sponsorship, bro?
Soon.
I'm just saying, Greg, come on, let's go.
So you need a burger themed or nugget themed wrestler already.
Yeah,
you already got green tea. You got the cruise team.
We got BTS Happy Meal Pack. Why not no Grapplemax Happy Meal Pack?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Instead of getting a keychain, you get body slammed by Dave.
Yeah, why not? Okay, so that was the first thing I saw, like the impression, the look and feel of the place. It was beautiful. And contrary to what they all think, we were there on time. So we were there. We're not there after the second match. We were there actually early. And we were kind of like taking it. And very interestingly, guys, we were seated with the SPW gang.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We were seated beside Mighty, Bryson Blake came around right after that, and I believe who was
I don't know what I feel. I don't know how to feel having an edgelord behind me, but that's neither here nor there.
He was a bit busy last year.
Yeah. Don't forget that we had that altercation that last time where I had to show him some manners. But anyway, yes, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So we also had a couple of Malaysian wrestlers right beside us. We had I can't remember what's his name, the referee from MyPW, cool guy. We had Phoenix Rose as well in our row. We also had we finally met the guy from C Wrestling, Southeast Asian Wrestling. Yeah. His name is Simon, I believe, right?
Simon, dude travels to catch wrestling in Southeast Asia. Does a really, really cool magazine, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got copies of his magazine as well. He literally flew to Singapore just to watch the Grapplemax show.
Yeah.
The last time I know of somebody who actually flew to Grapplemax just to watch the show is Lil Ray Black, bro. Just saying. The dedication of these wrestling fans, bro.
I don't know where to go with this.
Hey, she halal already, She halal.
Well, you know what? Sometimes wrestling really brings in the hardcore fans.
I don't know how to react to this.
It's true, what?
Yeah, the hardcore fans.
We are the hardcore fans of wrestling also, what? We go to all the wrestling shows, we talk about wrestling. Yeah.
So is that your favorite category?
We're hardcore. Remember the Big Foley channel? We're hardcore. He's hardcore. Whatever. Anyway.
So that's your favorite category, lah.
Of fans, yes. I love that, people are so invested in the thing
Okay,
that they're
guys. Okay,
invested
guys. Do your
in.
work. Do your work. Mr. Young loves hardcore. Let's go.
We're
Let's go.
hardcore. We're okay. Anyway,
Okay, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
sure.
What were
Okay,
we talking about?
yes, you're talking about how we were seated with the SPW wrestlers.
Yeah,
So,
okay. We're chilling out with the SPW wrestlers, watching the stuff, and again, the ring in the basketball court. And we were wondering, like, would the basketball boards be down? No, they were like retractable, so they were
I
up in the
didn't
air.
know you can retract basketballs up to the roof. That was so cool, bro.
That was so cool. I
That
was
was cool.
hoping that they would be down and somebody going to do a 3-point shot, but no, none of that.
I see. Oh, Alfred said I was sitting behind Little Ray Black.
Cool.
Ooh, what a view. Okay, anyway. So we're talking about
The back of her head?
structure. No, the structure of the screen, right? Okay. So one thing I wanted to point out as well, I thought it was really really cool. I know it was foreshadowing, but didn't they did a bit of an AEW thing, Mr. Young?
Oh yeah. So there were two quote unquote two entrances, right? There were
Correct.
two ways that the wrestlers could come out. And the heels would come out a certain entrance, the one nearer to us where we could see, and the other one was the quote unquote the babyface entrance.
Correct. So immediately I was like, this is gonna help us a lot in terms of like knowing what's gonna happen, or a lot of foreshadowing, right?
Yeah, a certain champion whose alignment foreign was confused about and needed clarification.
Am I sexually confused? What are you talking about?
What? No,
What?
alignment.
You see, my alignment was confused. What are you talking about?
Heel and what the
Oh, heel and
God.
face. Okay, gotcha. Okay, guys. So,
Bro, it's the Red Bull. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. Come on.
are we
guys.
gonna
Okay,
talk about
come.
the first match, guys? Come on, let's go.
Let's kick off the show. So the first thing we had was the NWE Academy Showcase match. This was, if I'm not wrong, the second match that Armani has done.
Correct.
In live in person with like a crowd, right?
I was there for her first match with the twins, when she was partnering with a tag team partner.
Yep.
And this is her second match, and it was a tag team match.
Yep.
And also it featured the return
Yes.
of Divya.
Oh, that's exciting stuff. I know you're a big fan. I've watched her once as well. Like, I understand why you're high up on her.
Yep, correct. She's great. She's really, really good. And there was a lot of moving parts, right? Because
Yes.
from what, okay, so this is all context after the show, right?
Yep.
I found out from Greg that there was Straight Stance was there. They're gonna cover or do a feature article on the Armani
The
and
twins.
Alani, the twins. Shout out to Wonderwall for asking me to do a feature on them. So apparently that video or that coverage kind of went viral. And that has led to other people knowing about them. But I do feel bad though.
Why?
You know why?
Why?
I think I was setting them up to fail.
Okay, like,
Giving
let's
them
not-
too much too soon. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's not put
Yeah.
it in that light, right? Like, look, at
Okay.
the end of the day, everybody, whatever you're training for, ultimately you have to go out there and do it, and it's never easy. Your first time, second time, third time, fourth time, whatever it is, but it is important to get reps in. Was this the place and time for her to get her second shot? Maybe not, right?
No.
Yeah.
That was what I was trying to allude to. I just
Yeah.
felt that for a second match, I think this was just a step too far for her.
Yeah. So the match was Armani and Radiant Roy versus Divya and Sarah.
Correct. And I think they were trying to bang on the fact that you have like three veterans
Yep.
per se, like more established names.
Yeah.
You have Radiant, you have Sarah and Divya who kind of help carry the load.
Yep.
But to be really, really honest, I was excited. I was like hopeful, and I was rooting for Armani. But the first shoulder block that went down,
Yeah.
immediately I look at you and I was like, man, the crowd. Oh, I'm so worried. I got legitimately worried after that.
So there was a miscommunication on that shoulder block. And here's the thing with live entertainment as well, right? And as someone from the media industry, I also get it. Like, I feel what she feels. I've been there before, right? And it's a cascading effect, right? You screw up the first thing, and then suddenly you're in your head. Instead of letting the flow go, going with the flow, you start thinking about the next, and then you start thinking about the next, and everything just becomes very like, oh, I'm trying to remember. And unfortunately, that was kind of what happened.
Correct. It becomes memorization, right? And you forget about the crowd. You forget about reacting and selling.
Yep.
And it's more about just doing what you plan, right?
Doing the moves, yeah, exactly.
Correct. And the thing about wrestling is that I know there are people like Randy Savage who, apparently meticulously prepare every single move. A1, B2, C square, whatever nonsense, right?
Macam like Lex Luthor fighting Superman. It's not a
Yeah.
spoiler. This movie has been out how long already?
Yeah, but like, I'm more of the school of Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, where they just go out there and they just feel, right?
Yeah.
And I know that takes a certain level of skill, that takes certain reps. And early in your career, 2 matches in, I'm pretty sure you just want to hit your spots, right?
Yeah.
But I think because of what happened, that first move, the match fell apart, unfortunately.
I was curious as to why the vets didn't start the match. I felt like maybe, Radiant, Ray, and Sarah or Divya should have started the match to sort of get it going and then warm the crowd up a little bit. Yeah, because it literally started with Armani in there. Cold.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, okay. And then that happened and,
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. I think that was a mistake. But again, right, you are trying to tell a story of, like a newbie trying to make her mark.
Yeah.
I would rather, like, if, conventional terms, like have her start in the apron, get Radiant to start the match, build it up, and then, you know what? Get her in as the first hot tag. There's the first hot tag which is mid-match, right?
Yeah.
And then get her in peril, and then do the final big hot tag where Radiant comes in, right?
Yeah.
That would have, I think, made things flow better. I mean, of course, we're not the bookers. I'm just saying from our perspective, this is what we would have wanted for her.
Can I just say this though? And kudos to the Grapplemax crowd, right? The crowd was really understanding and nice about it. I feel like we've seen it before on social media, indie shows, blah blah blah, right? Like something bad happens and then immediately there's a "you fucked up" chant.
Correct.
There's none of that. It was just supportive atmosphere in the crowd, and I appreciate that so much.
I think what helps is that it's not just the Grapplemax diehards or people who were there. There was a lot of new people, people seeing wrestling for the first time. From the heartlands in Jurong. So they might not know how to react, maybe, or they were kind of being more measured in their response. So I think all those things help. And apparently some people were still filing in. So like, they still played out to a fair, like a decent crowd, but not a full crowd yet.
Sure.
One thing I would say, right, like towards the end of the match, right, there was there was this one spot where Amani did a big dive. That really got a big pop from the crowd. You also had Divya taking control and delivering a beautiful German suplex. I think there was one part where
that was the finish.
Correct. Amani wanted to do a jump off the corner, but she made it look like she injured her ankle or like she tried to sell the ankle. That felt very, very random.
The timing, I think it was because the timing was off.
Correct. There was between the person giving it and also receiving, it was just a bit bad timing. But I think Divya tried to kind of take control of the situation, delivered the German suplex for the pin. So it was a good ending. Just to me, overall, it was a very, very sloppy match, and I unfortunately I couldn't give like Div or even Sarah like high marks because they tried their best, right? They tried to do all the building the heat and all that, but I think it was just so hard to look past what went down.
Also, again, this was an NWE Academy match, so I don't think we should be rating this match per se.
But everyone seems to be rating the NWE matches, bro. They seem to want it. So
okay. Well, I mean, whatever the case may be, like I said again, I think at the end of the day, we have to understand, and I think for the most part, the crowd was very forgiving and very supportive. I think is a better word to use, right?
Correct.
And everyone needs space to grow, and I'm glad that Grapplemax is the place that she's growing, where she can be, mistakes can be made. You can learn, you can grow, and that's how you grow, through mistakes. So.
I mean, I believe she, she will be mentally strong enough to bounce back. I think Armani has shown, especially in the first match, right? They have a lot of desire and passion for wrestling. So take it as like a learning, a bad day in the office. Go back to the drawing board. They need to kind of like season themselves in NWE. I'm honestly okay if they don't appear on a major show for at least like maybe the rest of the year. Just build that connection. Like for example, like Devon in the next match not in the next match, but Devon and Nathaniel, right? They fought so hard, did so much matches before they had like a standalone match in a main show. So let them cook lah.
Bro, I want to now at this point share something with you.
What
to just remind everybody that we will all have mistakes in front of people.
here
And
we
we
go.
should never let these moments define us, okay?
Yeah.
I want to take us back to, I can't remember the year, but this was like when I was still at the younger station. I was at 987. We were at, you know, the Sentosa Siloso Beach countdown. Those in
Oh,
chat,
dear God, wow.
do you remember the Sentosa Siloso Beach count? Now it's like replaced by Zuka and shit like that. But back then, it was the year-end countdown, right? There I am with my colleagues. We were all on stage. We're talking thousands on the beach dancing to count down to the brand new year. And there I am on the and this is the first time, they got us on the stage, all the DJs. We were doing hype work, bro. I had never done this before.
What year was this? Do you remember?
I can't remember, bro. I can't remember.
Okay.
Again, if you guys have been to one of these Siloso Beach countdown shows, let me know in the comment. So there I was feeling myself, bro. I was like, yo, where are my friends from Malaysia? Singapore, Australia, Aussie, and all that shit. All the typical hype, the crowd shit, right?
Yeah.
The Dom says I'm showing my age. Yes, I am. And then
dear God.
there comes this moment. You know the classic Mr. 305 song, We at the Hotel Motel.
Oh, okay, 2008. Holiday Inn.
Yeah, there you go. Bro.
I'm thinking of the year, bro. Trying to think of the year. The song came out. Yeah, okay.
Bro, this is core memory. This is the moment I'm there. And you must imagine, we had thousands of people dancing, drunk, half of them from everywhere in the world, right? Dancing to We in the Hotel Motel Holiday. And then I'm like, everybody, where? We in the Hotel Motel. I did a Brock Lesnar in front of thousands.
Did the rest of your DJ's friends notice it?
Bro, the crowd like all stopped and like
the crowd is like, yeah. What the fuck?
We in the hotel. So my point is, in sharing that, my point is, shit happens. You make an ass of yourself in front of thousands of people, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Look at we're here. We're talking wrestling. We're having a good time.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that very vulnerable moment of yours.
No worries, bro.
I just wish somebody had clipped that
It's
somewhere up on YouTube.
Oh my god, like a real clip of that, right?
Oh dear God, yeah.
So yeah, that's my
Yeah.
my trigger song. My trigger song.
You know what Irvin says?
What?
I respect anyone who gets into the ring braver than loser, come back stronger. So
Yes.
some motivational words there from our favorite listener Irvin. So yeah, come back stronger, Amani. I think at the end of the day, I'm happy that Divya is back. I think Sarah and Divya sounds like a very interesting duo. Especially if she turns heel. I mean,
I was a bit interested in that. I thought Divya and Sarah had issues from previous. So okay, but if they want to be a team, but then where does that leave Christian?
Yeah, and I think Radiant. A lot. I think I saw somebody or I heard somebody whispering in the crowd like, "Wow, she looks like a Japanese wrestler."
Oh,
and I think it's a compliment because she, her attire very colorful.
Wait, didn't you say that to me?
Oh yeah, shit! I said that myself. Did I quote myself? Hey guys, I heard a piece of news. I heard somebody in the crowd say that she looked like a Japanese wrestler. Who was it? It was me. You see,
foreign purveyor of fake news, bro. He's just his own quote. He quote other people.
Hey, Mr. Young, you know what? This is great advice and motivation for Amani. We are literally mistaking our way through this podcast, and we're still powering through.
What's this we business? What is this we?
If I go down, you go down with me.
You are talking shit, yeah. What the? Get off the Red Bull. Just okay, we have enough of your lies, bro. Bro, what are you doing a Hogan now?
Am I a Hogan? Isn't this a tribute show?
Yeah, tribute show. Come on. Yeah, it happens. We talked about when people, bro, are you getting old? You're Sauce, it's me.
Sauce, trust me, bro.
Oh no, stop. This is we've officially gone off the rails. Okay, come. Let's talk about the rest of this card.
It's still the first match, guys. You spent too long, okay.
Oh, my voice is going already.
Okay, enough. Okay, guys. Next match.
LFG. Oh my god.
Oh shit, I thought it was it's not gonna end, bro.
No, okay, so LFG versus Heaven and Earth. So remember a couple of weeks ago when we talked about Cal and Crypto Bro and Immortal Line, those fuckers are still around now. Right? And so I was like, hey, I'm going to film them coming in. I'm going to film Cal and LK coming in, making the entrance, right? And then I'm going to pan the camera to you and you say that line. And then I can make a cool meme video, right? Oh, it's going to be great. Bro, you know what I did?
What?
I didn't press record. I did a boomer thing. Like, you know, boomers, they are like busy filming, but actually they forgot to press record. That was me. And I did it twice. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You know what's the worst part?
What?
You were the one that directed me like, okay, okay, bro, now. Say, okay, so you have Carl, you have Crypto Bro walking past you know, like posturing right at the background, and then you told me, okay, no, look to the camera, say it, okay, those fuckers are saying, and I literally shouted it, but because of the music lah. Those fuckers are saying, and it's like, hey, I never record, okay, later do it again. At the end of the match, you made me do it again.
Yes, I did.
At the end of the match, you know.
That also didn't record.
Hey, fuck lah. Yeah, fucked up, bro.
Hey, bro, this boomer shit is real lah. I'm sorry. I've become a boomer lah.
Hey, bro, I think we need to go back to the podcast NWE showcase lah. We need to go back to podcast school, bro.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Be better.
Be better content creators. See, shit happens. You just laugh it off. Come back stronger.
Okay.
Anyway, yes. So
yes,
we got LFG.
okay. So we got LFG. I still don't like the name. I think TFSA is still the better name. Hashtag TFSA.
Oh my God. Okay, I think
my guys.
They'll beg to differ. Heaven and Earth. Yes, that's a name you love, though.
Yes, they need that Heaven and Earth sponsorship. If not, Ayataka also can lah. Close enough.
You were praising their entrance video, the graphics, huh?
Yeah, whoever did the graphics for you guys, shout out to you, man. Like, it was great. Like, I really need to commend Grapplemax graphic games. Like, your entrance graphics are really a step above, especially recently. And I really definitely noticed it. And the funny thing is, you were talking about the promo before the match, right, Mr. Yang? Correct. Talking about Simon Xia, especially. We were saying that, you know, the moment he switched to speaking in Mandarin, Chinese, right?
yes. Yeah.
Mandarin, right? Yeah, like it flowed so well. Like, I felt the aggression. Like, you know, he's trying his hardest to speak in English, and he has cut, you know, like very passionate promos in English. But then when he did a mixture and kind of swapped into the Mandarin, like, I felt I got hyped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said what? Enough talking, let's fight. Is it?
Yeah, something like that lah. It's like the whole Io Sky Asuka issue that we've talked about before lah. They can cut a promo in English, but it's like not really there. But let them cut a promo in Japanese, and you don't need to understand, even if you don't. But there are subtitles. But even if you don't understand, you feel it, right?
Correct. And I think that made me kind of hype. And I've been really loving this Heaven and Earth tag team. Like, not just the name, great name by the way. The wrestling styles, how different. Lavin is, shout out to Lavin, wearing your gear. Shout out to Simon Xia, like, you know, you got high flyer, you got technical. We always talk about how those two combined feels like such a complete team, right?
Yes.
I love teams where they have different styles. I'm actually against like the very identical style teams.
Really?
For me personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Shadow says it was Ban who did the graphics. Hey, shout out to Ban right there.
Shout out to Ban. Cool.
A lot of skill sets coming together. I mean, we got Sarah with the the production side, and I love it. Okay, so let's talk about the match itself. Why?
You were like, I got Sarah with the production side. And
okay, fine. We got Remus, photographer. Like, what? I don't want to go through everything. Come on, man.
You gotta give credit to everyone. I mean,
it's 9:37. If I credit everybody, that's it already.
I know,
but you want me to credit the ring crew also?
You just stop at one. That was so funny. Like, I got credit to Sarah for production. Anyway,
I'm trying to move this shit along. God damn it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah. So the thing started off while it was a brawl, right? And I think the crowd was really hyped for this. So it begs me thinking, like, they should have just started the show with this match.
Well, and they started it off with a brawl, like literally a brawl right in front of us. If you remember, that's how they started the match.
Correct. And then there was all this double teaming on with Cal. All the scam shield chants started out. Cal and Crypto just having fun at this point in time, right?
Can I say a lot of the Grapplemax veterans, right? Like Cal and LK, Big Dave, they've all become like you can tell that they're having fun in there, and they are being. And they're the fun-having heels. They're almost like, like Randy Orton.
Gotcha,
like he's out there having fun.
Correct. And I think what makes it work is because their characters are so dialed in, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So they can rely on character, like what
yeah.
Randy does. Randy relies on character, his brooding, stage presence,
Yeah.
ring presence, whatever nonsense it is. And I think Crypto has the easiest job in Grapplemax, in my opinion. Like he
Okay.
literally has to do one or two big moves, or like literally have to like. It's really more posturing, and it works for his character. You know what I
That's
mean?
the hot takes. Yeah, you saying that he's not working that much, is it?
No, he's working smart, like what a
Oh,
crypto bro should do,
oh, okay. Wow, you
bro.
glazing your opponent, your former opponent, huh?
You try to throw me under the bus, ah.
A little bit.
Fuck off, bro.
What are you gonna do? Spear me?
Yeah. Cool throwback.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is yes. So, but I did see something that went down. I think Cal took a bad bump. Do you see that?
But
Because it wasn't clear during the match, but
on the
halfway through
shoulder,
the
was it?
yeah, halfway through the match, he was favoring his shoulder.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know whether that affected the flow of the match.
Because
Yeah.
okay, I remember us even saying this while it was happening live, right? It was such a hot start, and then it continued at a very high pace. And then there was a moment where it was like, okay, I think they need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, there was a tendency. It was almost like they were either they were trying to hit the time limit,
Yeah, yeah.
or they were rushing through their sequences because of time. Yeah, like a time stoppage or what, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt that it was a bit too. They didn't slow down or sell as much as I would have liked.
Yeah, and then that
Yeah.
also leads to like generally when you rush through stuff, you get mistimed stuff lah.
Yep. Although there was a beautiful sling blade, I think, from Lavin to kind of gain back the momentum.
Yep.
Because there was a point in time where they were being double teamed on lah. And then once Simon came in, it was like fast and furious. And
Yep.
we were talking about it, right? And this is really our own quote. We love their finisher, the high low, right?
Yeah.
Their high low is literally okay. It's perfect for their name,
Yeah.
right? And it's also perfect for their character.
Is
Right.
do they call it the high-low? Because I know that's like the name for it lah. It's also the total elimination, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah,
But-
the Eliminators did that in ECW, I believe.
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat, you guys can correct us if if that's really your finisher name. Let us know. If it's not, let us know as well. Yeah. So not only was that like really cool, but it set up their actual like finisher for Simon, which is the Swanton, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was he was interrupted by LK. Kel came in with an Impaler DDT, which is really cool. Not a lot of people use that move nowadays, so it's
Yes.
really cool.
He came in with the Impaler for the win, actually. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, they got the win. So they are officially the new tag team contenders. My notes on it is I felt that the match was too quick, but they did pack a lot of action in that short time limit. So fun match, I would say.
Yeah, I think that it, like, especially after a bit of a rough start, I think it was the match that was needed to sort of kick things up into the next gear. And also, like, I know we mentioned this, right? It was like it's very easy to chant for Simon. It's the fight thing.
Correct. Oh yeah, the crowd was crazy
crowd
hype
was-
for that
yeah.
chant.
So behind Simon.
Correct. So I was actually kind of bummed out that LFG won.
Ah,
Not because I don't like them, I love them, right?
Yeah.
But like I just felt like there's a great story for Heaven and Earth to win. But then again, babyface.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
it
the
makes
champs
more
are
sense.
babyface, right? So yeah, they need a heel team to go up against.
Correct. Okay, cool. We need to power through. I just realized my battery is low.
Wait! You have your brand new camera and you didn't charge it?
No, I charge it and it's powered through one battery charger. So I need to actually technically I can put a
You
new
did-
battery charger, right?
Yeah, the image will go away. You didn't buy one of those like perpetual batteries you can plug into the wall.
No. So my USB is connected. Okay, anyway, let's power through.
Okay, yeah,
we
let's
shall
go.
see. Worst come to
Oh
worst,
my
I take
God.
out, I change the battery and put back in.
Fine. Oh boy, here we go, guys.
Here we go.
All right, the next match we got Devon versus Calvin versus Julian versus Christian for the inaugural Grapplemax Rising Championship. We said this
Correct.
before. It's a beautiful title, right?
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful. Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting because like watching, I love the video packages. Again, kudos to, I think it's Remus who cuts them. But yeah, kudos to everybody who puts that stuff together. But I was like, okay, I think they're going to give it to Calvin because we already had a heel win. In my heart, you know this. We've been championing Julian for a very long time. I wanted
Yeah.
Julian to win, but I was like, there's
Correct.
no way they give us a heel win coming off another heel win.
Yeah, it was I think too soon.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, Kelvin and Devon were really hot baby faces, right?
Yeah.
But I just felt like someone else is more deserving,
Okay.
and the right person won to me for this
Yes.
match. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. And you know what? It opens up a lot of storyline, interesting, pathways if you have the heel win. You know what I mean?
Correct, correct. Yeah, and also I think at the end of the day, what we want is like to continue the story. And
Yes.
there's so many threads in this story, right? You have Devon winning the NWE showcase, getting a chance at a title match.
Yep.
You have Calvin with that long history with Julian and
Yeah.
Showtime.
I like that. That's essentially the first thing that happened was Julian and Kelvin getting into it because there's that established history already, right?
Correct. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, straight away he started brawling right with Calvin, and of course you have the opportunistic Christian.
Yes.
I love Christian being this opportunistic like Team Rocket, taking advantage of situations and
Sure.
being involved. One scary moment he did from outside to in like flip.
Yep.
And I think his ass landed on Calvin. Calvin ate a lot of ass at that point in time, right? And I mean,
Oh.
literally, that's what happened.
Was it
And-
Devon doing the cannonball?
No, it's Christian doing the flip from the ring apron onto
right.
into a leg drop,
Yeah.
and I think there was a miscom, and then he took a whole smack of his ass on his face, and
Sure.
he ended up bleeding, or like it was super red.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that must have sucked. That would have been nice.
That would have been nice.
That wouldn't have been nice. That's what I meant, bro. What's up, bro? Can we?
Bro's intrusive thoughts came out.
Bro, I
That would-
powered through it. We need to power the fucking sketch.
that would have been nice to have an
Yeah,
ass.
okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, dear God.
I mean, you got your typical four-way, and at the end of the day, right? Like, I'm never usually a big fan of four-ways because you can't tell stories. I feel like usually in a four-way there is a casualty, and I think the casualty in this one was Christian, as in there wasn't too much of his story being told. He was just there, right? And
Correct.
for what it's worth, like the stuff that he did with Julian, them teaming up, that was fun stuff, right at the start of the match.
Yeah.
But by the end, it was like, okay, it was really the Julian Devon show, it felt like.
Yeah. Oh, Devon really was a scene stealer. The crowd.
Yep.
He's easy to cheer for. Easy to root for.
Yep.
I think he will be one of the biggest stars. Like, give it 6 months.
Yep.
Next year, he'll probably be a huge star.
What's up,
for
chat?
Grapplemax.
As Devon would say.
Hey, what's up, chat? What's up?
No, that's what he says, bro.
Yeah,
You went
I
and
know.
check chat.
Oh,
What?
I'm just checking as for normal, but I'm saying yes, it's a very Gen Z thing for him to say that.
Yes,
but
yes.
he is a Gen Z, so I love it wrestling through the generations.
Julian nailed the last call after everyone hit sort of like their finisher. So it's a very typical like four-way finish, right? Like everyone one by one hits their finish, bam, 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 bam. Then Julian out of nowhere hits his last call for the big win.
Yeah, man. Great show of strength from Devon to be able to do the Samoan drop. That was really, really beautiful. And the last call led to the win. And to me, it was the best match so far.
Yep.
It was action-packed, yes. But I think what gave it a leg up over the previous match was that it was well-paced and the storytelling was really on show in this match. And well-deserved winner, man, for Julian, and heartbreak for Kelvin.
I know, right? And it does set up something to come in the future. Didn't we get a piece of breaking news about this? Was it this one?
Oh, yes, correct. There's
Yes.
going to be a first title defense, right?
Yeah,
Happening?
for Julian, because the one who got pinned was Devon, and Devon gets the first shot.
Yes. Was it? Yeah, it's Devon, I believe. So, yeah,
Yes.
correct. For at Slam and Saver, right?
Which we will be at, by the way, Slam and Saver. Real quick, the next Grapplemax event that is happening very soon at Timber 1 North.
Yeah, next month, go get your tickets. Your podcast boys will be there, raising some hell. doing some-
30th of August, 3 to 9 p.m. That's a whole lot of wrestling.
Ooh, oh, next month's gonna be really, really well. Okay, great. And the last thing I wanted to say about this match was when they got the minister on stage.
Oh, God. Yes.
And how funny it is that you have the minister raising the hand of a heel.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
that's-
he's gonna boo.
Yeah, the crowd was like, are we allowed to boo a minister or not? I think can or cannot. I don't know.
But
bro.
we're booing Julian lah, not the minister.
Yeah, that must have been fun for him, lah. If I'm a
So
wrestling
yeah,
fan.
kudos to Julian and to all four of them. But I think it's very well deserved. I think the crowd was also waiting for Julian to finally win a title, right?
Yeah. And I think what this shows is that, long-term storytelling, if you're a long-term fan of Grapplemax, it pays off. Because you see so many, you see the growth, right? You see Showtime being the number one guy, and then you see Kelvin from an intern to where he is now.
Yeah.
You see Julian from a lackey being where he is now. You see SPD
Yeah.
breaking out. You know, like great storytelling and development. Like it's literally the bloodline.
Yeah, yeah.
Grapplemax bloodline, right?
And it'll be interesting to see in the future because, Showtime Inc., they have Showtime, they have Prabhu, they are championshipless. So there's always opportunity for dissension if we ever want to turn Julian heel, but I'm not saying they should. I'm saying the opportunity is there.
I mean, Julian is already a heel, right?
I turned him face, sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
and the other two, even more heel. You get my point.
Yes, a heel turn over a heel turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this was the match where I couldn't write any notes because I was eating my McNuggets.
Nuggets over journalism, okay?
Yeah. So you
Nuggets.
take this away, bro.
All right, here we go. We're talking about Saka versus SPD versus Big Dave. This is a international three-way, triple threat.
Yeah, man. First, shout out to Saka, bro.
What an okay, in case you guys didn't know, Saka is from the New Taiwan Wrestling. Is the NTW, right?
Yeah.
He's a one-armed wrestler.
Yeah, and I don't think there's one-legged wrestlers.
You think of Zach Gowen, and also your camera just froze. So I don't know, did your camera die or
you can still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Najwan, do your thing. Get this screenshot and then make it into a meme. Look at him looking at me. Oh, it's gone. Oh, I hope you caught that shot. Yeah. But yes, you got your international triple threat match that started with Big Dave on the mic. So the second we saw Big Dave holding the microphone, we were like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? You remember this?
Yes, of course. You know he's gonna say something, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting because he comes up and because we know the context after we had a chat with Greg, right? Like there was a little bit of, how far can we go with, because you got Minister here, like you can't really go super heel, but at the same time, that's what heels do. So
Correct.
the worst thing he said was Jurong stinks. I mean, come on.
It's not so bad.
Yeah,
Jurong does smell like chocolate sometimes.
Chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate factory is there, what?
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah.
But doesn't mean it stinks. I would love the smell of chocolate coming out of the house.
Right. There you go. But yeah. Oh, Kerry Von Erich. Wait, Kerry Von Erich was a one-arm wrestler?
No, he was a one-legged wrestler.
Oh.
Remember he from the accident? There was an accident.
Right. There you go. But yeah, so we had Saka and Big Dave and SPD. Big Dave obviously immediately establishing his heelness, going full on heel, making fun of need passport lah. Your typical Jurong jokes, I guess. I mean, it's more of a Woodlands joke, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it's SPD from the west side as well, because he said west side, best side.
Don't know lah, but he's a face, so he got to say that lah.
Yeah, he's standing up for it. It would be funny if he actually lived in Tampines.
Yeah. Actually, I live in Tampines. You're right, Dave.
Yeah, no, but I like it's very well established that he is clearly a very popular babyface.
Yep.
And I think Saka, I wasn't sure what he was. Like, was he a babyface? Was he a heel? But I think the crowd generally gravitated towards him, wanted to cheer him lah.
Yeah. I mean, we have a very supportive crowd, right? And him being able to do what he did, I think, was quite the visual feat.
Yeah, love his what do you call it? Your initial lockup that he does, and he offers his
his sleeve.
His sleeve, right?
Yeah, the empty sleeve.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah, I'm just a fan of what he does. I do hope he gets more coverage and more people learning about his story. Will be really, really interesting to know.
And again, right, like you had Big Dave. He's a veteran here. He's working. So okay. There's I always say this, right? There is a difference between running a comedy act that becomes corny versus just being funny. And I think as a heel, Dave, Cal, and Crypto, they're funny, but they're not to a point where, this is cheesy. You know what I mean? I love that they can do that and just be themselves. Be dicks.
Yeah.
And be funny dicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not going to even go there. But Dave, every time he talks about Kevin always being his inspiration, I see it day by day.
Yep.
Really is that sarcastic, don't give a fuck, shitting on people. That kind of heel is, it will really get people entertained for sure. Yeah. So she did a great job.
So Saka actually hit Dave with a one-arm Michinoku driver at one point that looked really impressive, but also a little bit scary. But I think Dave was fine from that.
Correct. I was very, very worried because maybe from where we saw the angle, it looked like he really landed on his neck, but I think
Yeah.
he managed to rotate in time, so that was great. Yeah, but I just felt like Dave has always steals the show. Like I've always given him high star ratings on our SW20 because
Yes.
he just is a ring general, right?
He is. He is.
Yeah, and it's really people having to match up to his level, and I feel SPD brings something different,
Yep.
right? He's this brawler, so
Yep.
I wouldn't say in a wrestling match he would be more impressive than Dave, but I think
Right.
he got people to cheer for him.
I will say that the finish was very reminiscent of the last match, and it has become a bit of a trope because of the WWE and also AEW. And a lot of people are guilty of this. The whole I hit your finisher, you hit my blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
And then because that's exactly what happened, right? I assume that Saka's Michinoku one arm driver was his finisher, hit on Dave, then turn around, pop, stunner, for the win. Right?
correct. I thought that was a great finish.
It was, but it happened
involved
in the
all
last
three.
match. So you know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
see
like I
what you
just
did
saw
there.
this.
Yeah. I won't count it against them. I
Mm-hmm.
think the match itself was different enough, three different elements. And I thought, it was a fun addition to the card, and having the
Yeah, it was.
NTW addition as well helped. I think it helped make especially people in the crowd was like, oh wow, you got Taiwanese wrestlers as well. This
Yeah,
feels like a bigger production,
Yeah.
So it's really good.
No, like I'm not again, like I'm not saying it to drag the match down. I'm saying that it has become a trope in wrestling that I wish we would see less of lah. People rely on it a little bit too much.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, Greg said that he was also at 2017 Night Festival shows. Ooh.
Correct. A highlight as well.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on from Irving saying that you like dicks. Let's look
What?
at the next match.
Just because I called them a bunch of dicks match. What? Just because I called them a bunch of lovable dicks.
Aussie.
Oi, dicks. I mean, oi.
Versus Joker and Karas, or as they call it, Moon Circus.
I like Richard.
Ooh, what? What are you looking at?
Because Dick is a short form for Richard, right? You don't know me.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, Richard.
Oh.
For whatever reason, like Steven, Steve, right?
Yeah.
Joseph, Joe, right? Richard, Dick. I don't know who came up with that shit, but apparently it is what it is. Yeah, so there you go, Richards.
There's nothing that I can add to this conversation that can
Is-
save you.
is
So
that
let's just
too
move. Can we just move on, Mr. Young?
Is that wait, hang on? Is that too boomer? Like, come on, you guys in chat know this, right? Richard, the short form of Richard is Dick. Nobody calls Richard Rich.
Is that why they call him Little Richard? Mr. Young, my battery is damn low. Can we just move on?
Okay, Zayden, no, I'm not on the Red Bull, and Fire says Richard Togo. I love it. All right, come. Let's talk about Joker and Karas versus
Yeah.
Aussie. Oi. Here we go.
Yeah,
the
man.
heels with all the ref bumps and distractions, and this was the referee Kayu chance.
Oh dear God,
Poor ref.
Sufi had a very tough day in the office, bro. Very tough day in the office today.
But this is like classic heel shit, right? Where the heels are constantly distracting the ref to do the double team, the choking in the corner, blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I think what I like about this match was both of them were champions of their promotions, right? You got the Taiwanese champions, you got Aussie. So immediately, visually, you're like, okay, they're all experts in tag team wrestling. And I think this was really a great showcase for tag team wrestling, especially in Southeast Asia, right?
There were a lot of cool, I hate to use the word sequences, but for lack of a better term, cool sequences, right? They did the Shelton HBK spot, which popped the crowd.
Yeah, that was amazing, right? Like Shawn springboarding on the ropes, jumping, and it was beautiful. It was perfect, right? I think we caught it.
Yes. I mean, okay, it wasn't as perfect as HBK Shelton, let's be real, but the effort is there and I loved it.
We need to clip this and we need to put them side by side and let's compare. Let's get people to compare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I really, really like about this match, right, was that I think there was that one spot which I think it was a bit controversial. When there was a tie involved. There was a tie.
No, it wasn't a tie, it was a lanyard.
Was it a lanyard? Ooh,
It was a lanyard.
Okay. And it happened right in front of us. So Shawn was like, brawling outside with Joker. And like he was trying to get away. And then Joker kind of like, Brian Danielson him,
Yeah, so Joker grabbed the lanyard from Nathaniel.
Correct.
And then he Bryan Danielson him lah.
Correct. And the funny thing was I literally heard, right, and this is not a trust me bro, I really heard Sufyan was like shouting, hey, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, like, like trying to get him to stop doing it.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I told you this. I'm pretty sure I was the one who heard and I told you this.
I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure no one like I'm pretty sure it's not our own quote. It was from you. It was from you. Yeah.
The dementia is I'm pretty sure I was the one who told you this. But okay, trust me, bro. So
okay, we only talk to each other. Okay, let's just put the parameters. Like no one else tell us anything during the match. We were just us talking to each other. Okay.
Okay. So what I heard was Sufyan was like literally instantly. It's like, why did you give him the lanyard? And Nathaniel was like, he just grabbed it off me. Like yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think it was an opportunistic moment. They took advantage of it. Referee wasn't happy. Referee didn't disqualify them. So therefore, I blame the referee.
Sufyan kena again.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, the thing is, I put out in my notes, I thought the heels was getting way too much leeway. And I just felt like it became an AEW tag team match. Let's just be honest, right?
Yes.
If only they structure in a way where they tag each other in and out very smartly, or they were to do all these shenanigans, but it was like in front of the referee got distracted, they do something.
Yeah. No, this was all like straight up in front of the ref, he's cheating.
Yeah, and they were just brawling outside. Like there wasn't any enforcement lah. You know what I mean? So I just, for me, I couldn't enjoy it as well because of all this, like, maybe it's just us putting loopholes, right? But one thing I want to say is, right, towards the final stretch of the match, right, there was some amazing tag team moves, right?
Yes.
There was
pendulum rock bottom.
Correct. We were saying there was a pendulum rock bottom. There was a beautiful, like, Aussie did this double team, which was like, YC helped to twirl around Shawn a bit to get the momentum to do like a blue thunder bomb.
Yeah.
Thought that was really, really cool. And then I think right after the close two from the pendulum rock bottom, there was a "This is awesome" chance, right?
Yes.
And I was such a huge fan of the finish of the match. Like, if for all the problems I had with like the officiating, the final sequence of the match, the ending of the match, to me was the best ending of the night.
Yes.
To me, like in terms of how smartly it was executed, right?
I can agree with you on that. And also, you're out here starting feuds with referee Sufyan. I love it. I'm here for it.
Okay, so Joker exposed the turnbuckle. Again, referee, what are you doing? And then there was some miscom, which led to Karras accidentally ramming his shin into that turnbuckle. And that hook looked legit scary, bro. Like, if somebody eye kena there,
that's
final destination.
It's what the... it's a metal ring. So yes, it's very...
Correct. So I'm not sure what is Aussie's finisher called, but it was like an FU into a power bomb.
Yep.
Which was amazing, and
cool.
that brought the win. And it was, to me, that the ending made up for whatever issues I had for the stretch of the match.
It was a great tag team match.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to see more of Karras and Joker. We were talking about how as Joker's face was peeling, he looked even more menacing, bro.
Okay. His face paint was peeling. His face wasn't peeling. His face paint was peeling. Big difference, bro. Yes, Aiden mentioned it as well. His face paint was falling apart and it made him look even more menacing.
Okay, Bun says it's called Down Bad, Down Under.
There you go.
Down boy.
DBD. Huh?
Yeah, down boy, down bad, down under.
DBDU. Okay, come.
Let's
go. There we go. DBDU. Loved it. Let's talk about that main event. Talking about Ban. Ban finally getting his shot, yes, versus Hotshot Wilson. There was the big promo package before as well. It was actually funny because right at the start, I was like, man, I wish Ban would fire up during the promo, right? But by the end of the promo, he fired up. So I was like,
correct.
Okay, there you go.
I think the promo was a great representation of his growth in Grapplemax to me.
Yes.
At the start, he was like, okay, very nondescript, just a normal him talking there. By the end, he was so fiery, so passionate. He felt like a worthy contender against Hotshot.
So, and he also like leveled up his gear, right? He comes out and then foreign. You know what? Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, he said he looked like Liu Kang, right?
Yeah, you said it looked like some Power Ranger, Mortal Kombat guy.
Yeah, okay. So shout out to him. Like, the gear makes a lot of difference. He felt like a main eventer. I think that's what it is. So this whole storyline, right, if you've been following Grapplemax, it's a really great payoff for the fans, right?
Yeah.
You have the initial Causeway Jam, right, where Bun won it for Team Grapplemax,
Yep.
and he was the one that closed out the show, right? Not the champion, not Wilson.
Yep.
So if I was Wilson, I'm like, why?
Yeah. And I don't know if this was planned, and this is almost like WWE cinema, you know? You can see the footage of that happening when Greg Greg comes out with the microphone, like he walks by Wilson to give it to Bun, and the camera, or I wish the camera zoomed in on Wilson's face. Cinema. But that moment, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know if that was, by the way, we have this footage, or if it was planned to be filmed like that, but kudos for putting that into the video package, because,
And what's so great about that whole thing was that happened in February, right?
Yeah.
So this match has been building for 5 months, right?
Well, I mean, if you ask Dave claims that this has been building for the past couple of years when Dave first, lost to Hotshot, remember? That whole thing of like, once you become champion, everyone will be gunning for you. You will not get the respect, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I think what Grapplemax does really well is that they help to feed one storyline into another, like one rivalry into another. Because while that was happening, right, that was the initial seeds.
Yep.
But then you still had Bun and Dave having to,
do their thing.
Finish off their rivalry, which was what happened at the projector, right, with Fight Club.
Yep.
So they kind of went
cinema.
Correct. They went different ways.
Yep.
And then another seed. That event, Hotshot as the champion was in a like mid-card match. Remember with the Sage Northcutt, the whole
Sage Northcutt.
Sage Matthews.
You talk about that? I'm like, the MMA fighter? What?
UFC fighter. So, like they had that match and it was like a boy. Remember that whole boy band, Backstreet Boy shit? That was
the question was like, why is the champion in a mid-card match, like a random, multi-man match? Yeah.
Fully justified, heel turn. And then a few months passed by, NWE Showcase. I thought I was just there to watch, like, the young stars, the developing wrestlers of Grapplemax having a match. And then all of a sudden, Bun was in the match, finished out a match, minding his own business, right? And then kena that freaking kill shot from Wilson.
The investigative journalist in you came out, and the rest is history. We all know the quote. I'm not even going to say it. Chat, you can say the quote for us. So that quote was the burning question leading into this match. Okay, there's more, but for us, that was the burning question.
I think that was the third seed planted, bro.
You are part of this story.
Wilson was like, you know what? I just want to show that I'm the champion. But then, like, when Foreign say, when he asked that question, then after that, Wilson probably went home. He wore his specs and he was like, should I perm my hair or not?
Bro, Dave has an annotation on his Excel sheet. Are you a heel? It's there. You watch in italics, okay? It better be there in this holy Bible book that I have concocted in my own brain. So, we got the entrances, right? You got Bond coming out with the outfit and everything looking straight out of Power Rangers and Mortal Kombat. That's cool. Correct. And then, we have Hotshot coming out. And, again, presentation, right? Hotshot comes out of the quote-unquote heel entrance.
Yep.
Hotshot has permed his hair and he's wearing glasses. I was like, bro, he's wearing glasses, bro. He never wears glasses.
Why he wear glasses, bro?
This is obviously a sign, right? And these subtle things like that, subtle changes in your look to denote a change in perspective. And if you look at the video that we put out on our social media, right? We did a little highlight thing.
Okay.
Obviously, and this time finally I got it on film. I managed to actually boomer it, right?
Yes.
Hotshot walks by us and then Foreign asks the question, the burning question, are you a heel? And I swear Wilson laughed.
Wilson smiled, bro. He has not smiled at a man like that since... Yeah, why would he smile? Okay, never mind. He was smiling. He was happy. He was glowing, bro. When I said that.
Yeah. Can I say that the fact that he was smiling more actually made him more menacing?
Yes, he was. I tell you already, when he came out and he wore that specs, right? If he just wore a turtleneck, right, would have completed the look.
Yes.
Kristen
I was
Cage
saying also, I said this to you, I wish he would come out with in a suit now. Now he's like, I'm corporate champ or whatever.
You know what? He needs to be Okada. Maybe not a suit lah. Maybe in Singapore a bit too hot lah. Maybe office wear lah. Come out in office.
Office wear?
Yeah, like just
Okay.
come out collar, tuck in, wear dress shoes, then after that roll up your sleeves, then like you
Eh,
come out from office and then just be a champion lah.
oh, okay. 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 Cool.
Yeah,
I like
Singapore
it.
context, bro. Singapore context.
Is it all white?
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
anyway, so
Yeah. Depends on the GRC lah. Maybe in Aljunied can wear blue.
let's not go there. Let's not go there. So
Okay.
yes, he comes out and
Yeah.
immediately, first of all, as far as wrestling is concerned, I mean, these two, we know they can go, right?
Yep, correct.
Chain wrestling to start. A little bit of a slower pace than before, so I appreciated that. I wrote it in my notes. Hotshot is wrestling like a heel.
Immediately, right? You started picking up on it.
Yeah.
He was showing a lot of heel tendency. I think.
There was a pin where he literally puts his shin on Bun's. I don't know if it was neck or chest, but it was a very heelish pin.
Correct. Bun had a beautiful dive out of the ring, but then Wilson came back strong. He was the aggressor, I think.
Yes. Can we talk about the continuity of this one spot? And I'm pretty sure that they planned it like that, right? Because, okay, you know that Wilson has this one move which is like a rolling kick.
Yeah, he rolls on the floor and
kicks. So the first time he did it, he hits Bun. The second time he does it, Bun counters. He blocked it. I don't even remember. And then they did it a third time. The third time, Hotshot anticipated the counter and then kicked with the other leg. So I was like, oh, okay. It's like a triple continuity move.
I think that was a great spot in the match, right? Like, I think it shows
series of spots actually. Yeah,
it shows them like being each other's equal. Like, oh, I can telegraph your spot. I have all this in-ring chemistry, right?
It's like they are learning from their fights and learning as the fight goes on, right? This move you did, you caught me the first time, I'm going to block the second time. You block, okay, come, I do the move a different way.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that.
Yeah, towards the third stretch of the match, like there was this one great sequence as well. Like they were countering each other's counters, right?
Yeah.
So there was this one time where I think Wilson was trying to do a kill shot, it was blocked, and then Bun did his own neck breaker, right?
Yeah.
And then the next one, this was my favorite spot of the match. Hotshot tried Bun's rock bottom. But Bun countered into Wilson's RKO, right?
Yes.
And then he also
didn't get the win. Did not get the win.
Correct. But then in return, Wilson did a rock bottom for a 2. So like I love they were trading finishes at this point in time.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. So is this another one of those tropes that gets overused? Do you think?
Ooh.
So that I'm not saying that I disliked it, right? But we do see this trope quite often, but only in the big shows, like WrestleMania. On AEW, it happens all the time, every week. So
I think if you do it at the right time with the right story, like
like this,
and they have to prove that they know each other so well, then I think it's worthwhile telling that story. But yeah, in this context, I think it was good. And that rock bottom got a 2 count, right?
Yep.
And what was so smart was Wilson right after that rolled out.
Yes, he rolled out of the ring so that he cannot be pinned.
Correct. Brilliant. So I thought that was brilliant. And then my favorite part of the match was when Sufyan got knocked the F out.
Sufyan.
Yeah, because I think it was such a there was this like if I was trying to conspire whether he's gonna turn heel, this was the one. This was like, okay, he's definitely gonna turn heel now because why would he do that, right? I know it came across as accidental, but it felt like okay, this is the plan, right? Yes, there was a lot of multiple pinfalls, and then finally one deafening kill shot from Hotshot. But the funny thing was, this was the part where we were like, oh, he didn't go for the pin. Right?
Okay, wait. Before that, there was another kill shot. Now, you remember, Ban was getting into the ring and he ate a kill shot. But
correct.
And then Wilson went for the pin, but Ban kicked out. And that was a big shocker moment.
Yes,
so you got that shock moment of, my finisher didn't finish you off. And then he manages to get a second kill shot off, but he doesn't go for the pin.
Correct. Instead, he brought him up. He did a dragon sleeper submission.
I haven't seen that in a while. This is one of my favorite moves. Whenever I do a created character on WWE 2K, like one of my submission moves will always be the dragon sleeper.
Who uses it? Like who popularized it?
I think Bryan Danielson at some point.
Is it Ultimo Dragon?
Or maybe it could be.
Will we have done it? I'm not sure because I do know that I only see Japanese wrestlers use that move. I don't really see in WWE or Attitude Era anyone using the Dragon Sleep. But beautiful submission. And I think this is the first time, right? Wilson has debuted this as his submission finisher. I don't think he's ever had a submission finisher, right?
I don't know, but I thought it works for him.
Yeah.
And in the context of this, like, because here's the thing about the RKO, right? It's such a crowd popper move. It's actually not a very good move for a heel because the move itself is exciting and people will cheer for it. And as a heel, you want to get people to boo you. So
correct.
Adding a quote unquote boring, slow the pace down kind of move as your finish does that pretty well.
Isn't that what Roman Reigns did when he became heel?
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Wasn't the bulldog choke or some shit like that? Some
Guillotine.
kind of choke.
It was a
It
guillotine,
was like a
right?
guillotine choke. Yeah, it was a guillotine choke.
So like to me, that was clearest indication that he won as a heel, right?
Yeah.
He did submission and tapped out Bun. And the thing is, Bun tapped out, and this is like their first series, you know. So there's a lot of ways you can go about it. Does Bun fall down the card? Like, oh shoot, you know, Wilson was the better man.
Yep.
Or because of what happened after the match, this is not over. This is the start of a series of feuds, right?
Right. Oh yeah, at one point Taker used the Dragon Sleeper, I remember.
Oh, great
But
catch, Irvin. Yeah.
When he did it, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't go to his knees. So like the one that Wilson does, and I think the Japanese wrestlers do, right? He's on his knees. So the opponent, the person taking it has to be on their knees and bend backwards.
Yeah.
I think Undertaker just held it up. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. My memory I could be Hulk Hogan in this. But
yeah.
misremembering.
Let's talk about the post-match.
The post-match.
Events.
Okay.
Post-match happenings.
So there was a rumble in the crowd. It's like one of those moments. And
Are you sure it was a rumble or it's just both of us making noise?
No, it was a rumble, bro. Okay, listen, this is not me
confirm.
making shit up, okay? I swear it was a rumble because like it's one of those things that we can see it coming, but it's a good thing. Like, you know, we talked about this before. Like, things just need to happen and people are anticipating it and just give it to the crowd. And this was the moment. We were talking to Greg about it as well. I think if you waited too long for this, it would not have had the impact.
Yeah.
And I was also a bit like, wow, there's a lot of heel wins at the end of
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
Event, right? But ultimately, who cares? It's about the moment.
I'm so glad Grapplemax said
Yes.
fuck it and just do it.
Bun raised Hotshot's hand in a sign of respect. You were the better man today, blah, blah, blah. There you go, you know, big championship win. And then, you know, you have the delay. I love it that he just waited a bit. And like, there was like a moment where he lifted it. I was like, okay, it's happening. He's going to do it. And then he like
He
put it
walked
back
away.
down.
He walked away.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
So,
walked
like,
away.
I love the milking of the moment. This is so important in wrestling, right?
Yes, I love it. Yeah.
To build anticipation. If he just like, the second he turned, he whacked already. And there's no anticipation. That's why I felt the palpable anticipation of like he keeps. Why is he loitering behind Bun's back?
Why is he loitering like a hooligan?
Yeah, right. He's like, hey, hold the bell down, bring it back, walk away, hold on. And then when it finally happened, the crowd. You listen to the audio in the footage that's out there, right? The crowd went nuts.
Bro, the pop, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I would say I've not heard a pop like this for Wilson since the night he won the title the first time against Big Dave.
Comments like that is what has made him a heel. You know, comments like that, bro. You're gonna say until like this.
I'm just telling what I see. You know, like
Bro,
is
you
it
are
wrong?
You are part of the problem. Yeah, I said it. Are
Not
you a
my
heel?
problem.
You are part of the
It's just
problem.
not my problem.
Chat, if you
Anyway.
think foreign is part of the problem,
Does
your hands up.
foreign need an intervention? Is that what I'm trying to say, bro?
if foreign is part of the problem, please agree with Mr. Young on chat. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So he hantam this Bun in the back with the title belt, right? Bun falls down, crumples down, starts beating him up, and then Sufyan tries.
My favorite part of this was when Sophia got a ass kicking from Wilson.
Wait, what? Are you watching Sufyan got a kiss?
No, he got ass kicking, bro.
You combine ass and kick, become kiss. What
ass kicking kiss? No? Okay, never mind.
By the way, chat agrees that foreign is the problem. Okay.
I have to change battery. I have to change. We are done. Okay.
Foreign's camera is the problem. Here we go.
Bye,
So
guys. Bye, guys.
Hey, go and change your battery. I'll hold the fort while we listen to you radio style, apparently.
Yeah. Sure. You do it.
Okay, I'll do me. So Sufyan tries to break things up, right? And in a fit of rage, and I don't know how they'll play it off. I don't know if Greg will come in and fine Hotshot or do some, commissioner type stuff. But Hotshot shoves Sufyan to the ground, and then poor Sufyan is there covering up while Hotshot is just wailing on him. What a degenerate! What a bad champion! You know what I'm saying?
What a heel, bro!
What a heel! I turned to you and said, "You have your answer. He's a heel." So yes, we have confirmation. This Wilson fella is in fact a heel.
Yeah, man. It's so sad that I wasn't there to congratulate Wilson.
What? What do you mean you wasn't there?
Yeah, like I mean I was there, but I wasn't like I couldn't go up to the ring side and congratulate him because he answered my question finally, bro, Mr. Yang. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay, wow. Foreign really is trying to inject himself into these storylines and what's
No, I'm not, bro.
Foreign like pitching for his next return to a Grapplemax ring.
No. I am trying to remove my battery. That's what I'm trying to do.
I will not take any spears for you anymore, my friend. That's all I have to say. Okay,
man.
So not only that, then in comes Greg. And this is a very interesting situation because Greg hasn't been an quote-unquote active. He didn't retire, but he hasn't been an active wrestler in a while. And he was sharing this with us, right? As far as the MPs and all the people in charge were concerned, he's the guy in the suit, right? He's the guy, he's the boss man setting things up. So there you go. He sent Wait, is this the old camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the old camera because I'm too lazy to change it.
We downgraded, bro. Our upgrade lasted for a good 2 hours. Hey, that was a good run.
Yeah, bro. Because we're supposed to end in 2 hours, bro. We talk our ads off.
Irvin says, imagine foreign video come back, he Hilton goth makeup. You should have done a costume change.
Can you stop it, guys? Okay, just nice we made it to the last part, so I'm proud of that. Okay.
But yes, so this Greg comes in, he's the corporate guy. And looking back on it, it was probably a good idea that he hadn't been a wrestler for a while, right? So now he's literally the authority figure. He comes in and he tries to like calm Wilson down. He's like, what are you doing? And then he shoves him away, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then he takes off his jacket. He tends to Sufyan and Ban. And then that kill shot to
love
Greg.
it. Love it. Oh man, that kill shot was amazing. Not only because it was Greg taking it, but because it was done in an environment where a lot of them doesn't know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
They literally, like, even the minister was there thinking, like, did Greg just lose control of his roster? What's happening?
Yeah, and like, to your point, too, the organizers, the MP, that side, right? They have experienced wrestling like... it's very hard to experience wrestling in 2025. Quote unquote, we're also smart, right? It's hard to experience wrestling in a like genuine shock.
Yeah,
because we know the ins and outs. We know that this Nick Aldis, if he gets RKO, he ex-wrestler. We know, and no big deal, right?
Yeah,
but to them, like I'm trying to think from their point of view, they must have been like, "Wow, hey, Ken, man." Wow, we haven't, honestly, like, I envy them. We haven't had that sort of a feeling in a long time.
Yeah. Probably the last time somebody felt like that in real wrestling context is probably when Vince McMahon got the first stunner, right?
Yeah.
Because
right?
you've never seen him anything else other than the announcer or the owner.
Or the guy in the suit, that kind of thing. Exactly. So Greg taking that kill shot, and I even caught it on the video, like he twitches at the end. It's quite funny.
The twitching. You gotta sell the twitching, bro.
Yeah, you gotta sell the devastation of the kill shot. So
So what does this mean for Inglorious, bro? That's the question.
And also poor Ramus, like Ramus is working, he's doing the filming and stuff like that. Then I was like, hey Ramus, your friend that's why.
Hey Ramus, why don't go in? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, they're Inglorious. So I hope they bring back the whole Inglorious thing. Now there's a story to bring back, right? Because this is supposed to be a group. And I remember very specifically, I think when Wilson was announced, he was announced as from Inglorious.
Yes. And Greg hasn't wrestled in a long time. And he has already previously communicated to us that his next match is going to be his 100th match.
Oh, yes.
What better story to bring him back than this, right?
Yeah.
Student versus teacher?
Yeah. Personally, I would like to see Hotshot go through his friends. As in, go through Ramus, go through Greg.
Gotcha. Because we were saying, right, he has done 600 days as champion, as a babyface champion.
Yeah.
Now I feel this is day one. Or in this case, day 2 of his heel run as champion. It literally can be 2 halves, right? He can literally do another 2 years as a heel. If they do it right.
He feels so fresh. It's one of those things where, like, and we even joked about it. Hey, this fella turned heel before Cody. And it's something that we've wanted Cody to do for a long time. So if Cody turns heel and it's like, hey, he copy Hotshot on.
Good for him, lah. Good for him. But you know what? I am so happy that Wilson made this move, or Grapplemax made this move to pull the trigger. I think it's a long time coming because I think we have been quite vocal as well, saying that we do respect what Wilson has put into his title reign, but we also felt like his title reign didn't feel like the main event. Like everyone's there to see him, right? The
Yep.
luster of him winning evaporated pretty early in his run, I would say. Like the whole of
Yep.
2024, I felt like, yeah, he wasn't the one that was spotlighted. And now it's undisputed. Like he is gonna be his storyline is the top storyline right now in Grapplemax.
Yeah. Going back to the quote you said earlier, you was it stay long enough to as a hero, and then something about villain.
You either
Yeah.
you either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I completely butchered that quote.
You call yourself a comic book fan, bro. What's up?
I'm not a DC fan, so there you go. That's my
okay.
answer.
All right.
So there you go. We have Hotshot
vibe.
becoming, retaining his championship, becoming now the dominant heel champion. Again, leading into the
Slam
next
and Saver.
Grapplemax Slam and Saver. The card is not out yet, but you definitely have to assume that there's going to be fallout from that. We already know one of the matches, right? It's Julian versus Devon.
Correct. I think that's the only one that's been officially announced. As probably stay tuned. They'll probably announce it throughout the next couple of weeks. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Like I mentioned, your podcast boys are gonna be there. We're gonna be doing a bit of a preview show, think Pat McAfee style. I think it'll be really, really fun. And yeah, go make sure you guys get your tickets over there, right?
Ooh, Zayden posits the question: could we see a new faction led by Hotshot? Hotshot and the Hotshots?
Ooh, hot shots and the hot shats.
Hotshot and the Hot Shits?
You know what? I just thought of something, and it's gonna piss both of us off.
Oh, what?
SummerSlam is happening next weekend.
Correct.
We didn't preview SummerSlam, but it's okay.
Wait, SummerSlam is next weekend? Are you serious?
Yeah, 3rd August, right?
How Grapplemax more interesting? 2nd and 3rd August, 2-night SummerSlam. The hotter shots.
You know what?
Are you serious? Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Let's do a social media preview, and then we'll just do a review next week. Okay?
Bro, how do you feel about quick predictions? 5 minutes. Okay, ready? We are not allowed to
Power through. Just say who's gonna win.
Okay. Once again, Grapplemax, great event. We look forward to seeing more, and I love that Grapplemax is doing these events at so many different places. We talked to them about it before as well. Each different place will have a different vibe, but every story is canon, and I love what they're doing. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah, man. We look forward to Slam and Saver.
Yes, and guard your laptops because I'm coming with my USB. I'm coming for that Bible.
Okay.
That booking Bible, whatever it is. Okay, here we go.
No 1 hour podcast. We'll probably fire through a week. 5 minutes.
Yeah. We got shit to do. We got real lives to get to, man. SummerSlam 2025. Here we go. This upcoming weekend, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship.
Jade Cargill. Let's go.
Jade Cargill, agree. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. This is the celebrity match.
I want Jelly Roll to die in the match. I mean, I want him to take the L.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna win,
Bro, yes, I think the faces are gonna, come out victorious. Wow. Hush, yeah, suddenly. Okay, here we go. The Judgment Day versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Very quickly, this Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss thing, suddenly Charlotte is a beloved face. I love it.
She's kind of cute. I just realized.
What the?
I think Alexa has made her more cute.
Okay. Who wins?
You know what? My head says it's still gonna be Judgment Day.
Okay, so they retain and then Charlotte Flair. You know what? I would like to see Alexa Bliss turn on Charlotte here.
Ooh, that's heartbreaking. Come on.
Yeah, but that's wrestling. That's storytelling.
No worries, Greg. Thanks, bro.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to call Charlotte Flair. Judgment Day win because Alexa Bliss turns on Charlotte Flair and they move on with their own little feud. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Wait, was this made on SmackDown?
Yeah, not a fan of this match. I wish it was a solo match between Roman and Braun, but maybe they're saving that. Maybe.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Yeah. Don't kill the aura of Braun. Don't kill the aura of Roman. I would say Jay
Jay.
takes the pin.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. I think that Jay here is going to take the pin, and maybe they can debut a new fella.
Maybe. Ooh, how many more Samoans are there, bro?
No, not the Samoans. I'm talking about the Paul Heyman guys.
Oh yeah. Austin Theory,
Austin
bro.
Theory or
Let's
whoever.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross, come on.
Yeah, he needs a marquee win, and
Yeah.
Sami Zayn doesn't need to win.
Yeah.
Really. Main event: Gunther, CM Punk.
Ooh. Gunther.
Okay.
As a CM Punk fan, I think Gunther needs to be established further.
I am going to go for a completely, well, it might not be an outside guess, but Seth Rollins.
Ooh, so you think Seth Rollins is still a work?
Yes.
Injury is still a work. Oh,
I think that injury, quote unquote injury, is still a work, and he's gonna, because he's now completely out of the minds of everybody, right?
Yep.
This would be the best time to have him swoop in, win the title. Haha, I outthought all of you. So Gunther and CM Punk can have a banger match.
It will definitely be a great headlining moment if that happens.
And if anything, this really builds up CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for WrestleMania when CM Punk finally wins the title from Seth Rollins. Because remember, it's Seth Rollins' goal to ensure that CM Punk never wins the title.
Agreed.
He's going to do it here.
Yeah, that's going to be wild. That is going to be wild. I'm down for that.
There you go. Are you A-Town down? No, sorry. A-Town down on the... Oh, can we talk about how unceremoniously, randomly, they just broke them up, like, in a backstage interview? Like,
I think they gave up. They're like, alamak, we need to close this loop on this story. Like, let's do it. Yeah.
They just broke up. Like, nobody cares, right?
Yeah,
okay, come. Let's go. Night 2. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
Oh, I love this feud, bro. Love this feud. And Dom just went to Trivia and was just aura farming there.
Wait, he won a title. Was it their main title?
He didn't win the title. He just attacked somebody and took somebody's title and posed with it.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's such a dick.
But he's apparently going to be part of a fatal 4-way for that title at the next Trivia event.
Nice. I love that they're giving him the shine there.
Yeah, I love it. Dom needs to win.
Yeah.
And I think AJ would also gladly put over Dom.
I think so too. Agree. By the way, you mentioned aura farming. We'd be remiss not to mention Dave's aura farming. Last night was awesome. He was stepping on, I can't remember who, and then he did the Indonesian kid. Dragon boat race thing.
Oh my god, that was perfect. That was perfect. Yeah.
Young, dumb, rich. Okay, anyway, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu Steel Cage, because they one time mentioned jail, then become Steel Cage match. I love the logic.
I love the evolution of that. You know what? I want to see Jacob Fatu do a moonsault off the top of the cage. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Is it too soon for Jacob to win this?
Yeah.
It feels like Solo just got his mojo going, you know?
Yeah, I want Solo to go on a long run with the US title, bro.
So then what? The entire family comes in and enters the cage and hantam this. Got Tama, Tala.
You know what it is, right? They say everyone banned from ringside. They put a cage. When has a cage ever stopped any interference from happening?
Exactly. They will somehow break the chain, take a key, some bush, climb over.
You know what's my hot take?
Bro, I want to see Tonga Loa climb the cage.
Okay, God. He's gonna fall and get stuck in the cage climbing, bro.
I am here for that.
Bro, you know what is the hot take? Tama Tonga returns. Tama Tonga returns and helps Solo win.
Okay, so now they really have the full set of no auras.
Yes, the auraless bloodline, the MFTs.
The MFT. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
What are the odds of another Samoan Tongan? Yeah, exactly, right?
Exactly.
Tama, Tala. Shit, so hard to... Tonga, Tama, Tonga, Tala, Loga... Fuck.
Oh, don't even try, bro. It's just three of them.
The MFTs, there you go.
And one time, JC Mateo.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about JC Mateo. The Timu Rhino. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we both agree Solo, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. Here we go. No DQ, no count out. Last chance match for the Intercontinental Championship. If Lynch wins, Valkyria can no longer challenge for the title. So obviously Lyra is going to win lah.
Nope. I would say you're going to have Bailey interrupt, turn heel, screw with Lyra so that Lyra can't challenge for the title ever again.
Wow.
And then Bailey goes into the spot. Yeah.
I like it. But how does that build Lyra? Because she's not going to then move up to the World Championship level. She's not ready.
I feel
That screws. That is really bad for Lyra.
I think Bailey would win the
Mm-hmm.
title, and then maybe they do something like a stipulation where like she couldn't challenge only Becky or something like that, but she can challenge Bailey.
Oh yes, because Lyra cannot challenge as long as Becky is champ. So yeah, you're right. Bailey can then drop it to Lyra back.
Watch me book myself out of a hole.
Wow, very good.
Impressive.
Very good. I hate it though because damn, this makes Lyra look like shit.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. Okay. Sorry. Your girl. It's your girl. It's your
How
girl. I
dare you.
forgot. It's your
Oh,
girl.
you don't see me disrespect. Who's your girl? I don't know.
I have many versions of my girl. Okay. Let's
Mandy?
5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes.
Oh,
5
Naomi versus Rhea versus Io Sky Triple Threat Women's World Championship. Naomi just won this shit.
Somebody just came back from Arsenal game lah. That's why so late joined the podcast Dave.
Aiyo. Never mind. You can go back and rewatch what we said about the happenings. Both the Hogan stuff, the tribute stuff, and the Grapplemax.
We are done. We actually done with the podcast, but then we realized we forgot to preview SummerSlam, so we are quickly running through it right now.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Shows you how on the ball we are. All right, Naomi, Rhea, Io, let's go.
Yeah, man.
Naomi, agree.
Too early in her run.
Too soon. If anything, Rhea and Io can cause each other to like lose. I mean, they could beat each other up and Naomi picks up the scraps. That's sort of a win.
Agreed. Yeah, I love it.
John Cena, Cody Rhodes, street fight for the undisputed championship. Oh God. So when they say street fight, you know that means shenanigans.
Is this where Cody turns heel, my friend? Is this gonna be the double turn?
Okay, so how does this play out? Cody gets ultra violent with John Cena?
I think
and goes straight Homelander?
I don't know. I don't know why am I holding up hope for this, but by a sliver of hope, The Rock returns and helps Cody, and Cody finally accepts becoming his champion.
Okay, so what is the logic though? Like, I guess, okay, if that happens, then we are forced to watch the next few weeks. Like, why would The Rock turn on Cena? Cena is his guy, right? Like, what is how would you book that logic?
I would say because the puppet master is The Rock, then maybe The Rock's like, you know what? I think I want to start with Cody now. And then like, there's 2 layers to it. Cena will feel betrayed by The Rock, and also feel like sad because he's ending his run. You know what I mean? Like I think it would be a good impetus for to turn back babyface. That's what I'm trying to say.
Faiz like, what the you want Rock to come back?
Spesial.
Wait, what does spesial mean?
Like what the fuck, like Malay.
Okay. I would like Cody to turn heel, but I would rather The Rock sit this out. I think The Rock has too much negativity on him right now, and his commitment level is not there. So I don't want another situation where he comes back, becomes the reason for something big, but doesn't stick around to see it through. You know what I mean?
According to Dev, apparently The Rock and Triple H feuding backstage. It was bound to happen, right? It was bound to happen.
Yeah, after James Gunn called The Rock out for trying to take over the DC, like cannot lah. I really hope this is not his legacy. You know, like I want The Rock to be this entertaining guy that we all love, Rocky Maivia, blah blah blah. I don't want him to become the political guy, you know, years later, and we talk
either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain.
So okay, Cena, Cody, I agree with you. It should be a back and forth. Cody finally turns to the dark side and cheats. Not cheats, but uses underhanded tactic to win. Yeah. Like uses title, whatever. And John Cena literally begs off, but in a very
putting sympathetic
way. And then Cody's like, nope. Just like bloodies him in a very cinematic way. Like what was that match that we thought he was kind of going there already, where he's the Kevin Owens one? Yeah. Like something like that, where they can shoot it cinematically, like he's finally crossed over to the dark side.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do what that Falcon and Winter Soldier, the episode where the fake Captain America just shield and just bashes the guy until it becomes bloody. Yeah, something like that.
A US Asian, thank you very much.
Basically beat his ass so bad that people start feeling sorry for John Cena.
Yeah. And then, you can have Cody become like this Homelander-ish champion. I think he can pull it off 100%, right?
Yeah.
But isn't Cody going off to film a Street Fighter movie?
Yeah.
When does that start filming?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that lines up, but I don't want to take things too far ahead.
Yeah.
In the context, in the bubble of what's going to happen, I do want him to turn heel. That's what I want.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
And be a better match than WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think that's not that hard lah. And we said it here first. Wilson turned heel before Cody, so when Cody turns heel, he copied Wilson.
Exactly.
Well
exactly.
Love
All
it.
right.
Okay, there you go. That's your SummerSlam review,
Oh, we did
baby. Oh my god, 2 nights of SummerSlam. I don't know what to think about it. Honestly, I wish they just save that for WrestleMania, but that's a topic for another day.
We are gonna cover probably night 1 because it's happening Sunday morning, and Monday morning.
Monday morning, yeah, and Monday, unfortunately, live.
Yeah, officially we have jobs. Thank God we have jobs. Okay.
Unfortunately, but thank God.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that was our 2-hour 40-minute podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun.
Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate each and every one of you. As always, come join the Discord. There's always a lot of Discord happening on the Discord. That's why the damn thing is called Discord.
Yeah, man. If you guys enjoy what we do, consider becoming a Patreon member. We are considering opening up a coffee account or coffee account, what they call it, a coffee account. So if in the future, if you guys enjoy our podcast and we somehow make you laugh, please consider donating or buying us a coffee, as they call it, right?
There you go. Or a Kofi Kingston, whatever it's supposed to be pronounced.
SOS. Okay, anyway.
Boo, boo, boo. All right. With that, as always, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back next week again for the SummerSlam reviews and stuff like that. But it's Mr. Young.
And it's Foreign in the building. Take care.
Boom.